Okay, welcome everybody to Ballarat for the first game, round one in the morning, Tuesday 1st of September 2022, International New Zealand versus Australia. We're taking the mixed fours game. The teams are just going through their end warm-ups, and we'll take the game hopefully live for the duration of this game. Commentator, we've got Alex Reid and Sean Ingram, Fluffy. Welcome you two, and we've got Candice on the switcher. So good luck everybody. Let's have a good broadcast. They're just doing their second warm-up. So I'll hand you across now to Alex.
Hello.
All yours.
Yes, yep, it is all mine. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. We haven't had a Trans-Tasman since 2019 in Invercargill. We had a little global pandemic that sort of paused a lot of things in the world, so it's great to be here, and thanks to Sean for hopping into the commentary box as well.
No problem. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I am going to be a little bit distracted for about the next 30 seconds whilst I write who's playing what, and I'll share this onto the New Zealand Doubles Facebook page. So if you're watching it now and you're a listener or a viewer, we'd love it if you could share the stream and see if we can get this out to as many people as possible, as we see, as Dave said, the trial ends sort of happening. Do you have that in your domestic game, Sean, the trial ends?
We do, but we actually use a jack in the trial ends.
Okay.
So the not that anyone really worries where the jack's rolled in the trial end, but somehow it's used, and at the international it's not. But
it's interesting because in New Zealand for our domestic game we don't have trial ends for
there
anything.
you go. Yeah, so you just straight into it.
Yeah, just play bowls.
Right.
And there's some people get quite heated about whether we should have trial ends or not.
I have seen some comments about that on New Zealand indoor.
Always good to have a bit of a conversation.
Yes, spirited debate. It's good for the sport. But we've got leading for Australia, Keisha Pearson, in her first test. She's from South Australia. She recently won the Ladies Triples Nationals silver medal. And we've got Julie Zaporosic, also known as Mrs. Zap, playing second. And Mr. Zap, Simon Zaporosic, playing third, seasoned campaigner. And someone who was called in the opening ceremony as Kylie French. It's actually Kyle French from Queensland, skipping for us. So a very good combination there for us.
Yes, yeah, for sure. And on the New Zealand side, we've got Joy Archer in her second test match, leading with Suzanne Mackey, or Smacky.
Smacky, I have heard that, yes.
Michael Lawson, who's actually the president of NZIB, man who wears many hats, playing three for Simon Thomas, who needs no introduction.
No,
I think
Simon,
he debuted at international level 2003.
Simon's a gun. Yes.
So he's been around for a while. It should be a pretty good match to start the weekend off with.
And I hope Julie's watching. Julie Thomas is watching as well, who's also not a bad bowler herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
A fair crowd in for the morning, so you might hear some background noise, which is good. Plenty of Kiwis over here, and we just had our nationals last week, so there's Australians from all over the place who've come up to watch, which is fantastic. And it's pretty balmy here in Ballarat. It's about 10 degrees, which is warm for this time of year. It's not raining like it was 3 years ago, Alex.
Was it raining 3 years ago?
Oh,
It doesn't rain in New Zealand.
Oh my goodness me! I've never seen so much rain.
What do you mean rain? No such thing. As we see, the last four trial bowls happening now. It sounds like some games have got underway. I presume the ones that have less than 8 bowls each
Yes,
sort
I
of played a bit. We
the
can see
singles
a
is
jack in the distance.
yeah, singles is already underway. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that aspect.
Alright guys, we've just had mic 2 turned on, so hopefully once we're underway we'll be able to hear some commentary on the mat as well. There's a microphone on top of our roaming camera, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hear some.
I thought you were about to tell us that we had been muted for the entire live stream and had to start again from the beginning. I'm quite pleased that is not the case.
Yes, as am I. That's my best work already done.
All right, we're underway.
All right, here we go. First bowl. Trans-Tasman level. Her forehand. Not horrible. And we see Joy, she's going to start on her forehand, so we're already going to see a bowl down each side of the mat, get an idea of what it does. Joy there. There we go. Let's see how it is. Nice wide arc as we see that bowl break back into the head. Good green.
Very good green. This is her second test match, is it not, Joyce? Is that correct?
Yes, second test match. Yes, she debuted in Invercargill in 2019. Had a very successful domestic record over the last 5 or 6 years. The skip she's combining with the mixed 6-bowl pairs, Sean Blackburn and her together have won an Island Gold Star. So we have
there you go.
championships in New Zealand.
Fantastic.
As Joy looks to make her correction. There we go. Watch this one come back. Lovely line. So those players have got 4 bowls, reasonable green. Now look, just to tighten up on the weight side of things as the game
Take
progresses.
a bit of adjusting.
They're 18 end games, aren't they? 18 ends, no time limit.
Yeah, it's pretty good from Julie. Well done.
Good first bowl. Smacky down to play on her forehand by the looks. If she's tight, she won't be too upset because she used to be pummeling into that front blue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giving herself half a chance here.
Yeah,
What a
lovely
shot
bowl.
there from Smacky.
Lovely bowl.
We see reasonable head sort of developing here.
I think it's key this morning, the session this morning. Australia gets off to a good start. Their home floor in a matter of sort of speaking, but home crowd behind them, so that's what I'll be looking for. I think they get off to a good start. It'll be good for the first timers. Get them to settle in.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if you think about the last 5 or 6 test matches, apart from I think we had one blowout somewhere.
Yeah, that was up in
We got
Queensland.
over 40 points.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been incredibly close test matches.
Absolutely.
There's not much between the two teams in Invercargill, 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to see
I cannot watch the last session. I still can't watch it. It was heartbreaking.
Understandable. So we're going to see a really another tight test match here.
Absolutely. Darren Turner's watching, my co-commentator from Invercargill. Hope you're well.
Excellent. So we see Michael Lawson on his backhand. He's cool to reach with quite a lot of weight here. Wants it to hold. Could have gone better.
Could have. Still got that blue there though. That blue on the
Yeah, I mean
the outside.
It doesn't look great, but it hasn't actually made the head that much worse, has it?
No. Plenty of bowls to come.
Yeah. So we see Kyle and Simon just having a chat about what the next shot is to play. Suppose we'll know soon enough. See Simon there just sort of like flattened out the mat. Do you have to do that a lot in your game? Like do they get sort of rumpled up on the end?
The 30-foot ones do on the ends. Yeah, they're reasonably a lot thicker than the Kiwi mats. So yes, it does happen.
So we see Simon.
Well, he was close
Great
there.
effort there. He was
Wanted to
looking
hide
just
that jack.
Couple the jack up.
Yeah.
So we've got another chance here. It's quite important that Michael is effective with this bowl. There's 2 to go from the blue after this.
He wants to change the head.
You don't really want to start a game off dropping a 3 or a 4, which is
No.
the chance here. Michael on the probe.
Oy.
Great effort. That was a good bowl.
Great effort. Gave the jack a fright.
Improved the head a lot. We'll see. I mean, Simon's not one to be shy. So
No,
I
he'll be
think
looking to cover
we'll see
those
him play
blues. Get
nice,
on top of the jack. Yep.
a nice positive bowl.
Yep. The Aussies, if those seasoned watchers, the Aussies have got new uniforms, so
I think they look quite good.
They do. They look quite smart.
And on the back end is Kyle. Very Kiwi delivery.
Yes.
For a reason.
Yes. It's coming up blue, almost.
Right, here we go. First bowl of the 2022 Test match for Simon Thomas. Veteran of these things.
Been there, done that.
On his back end. Here we go.
He's
Is it going
close.
to bend? What a shot. What a bowl. Like, first bowl of the Test match, eh? Like,
Yeah, it's just, shelling peas,
that's not bad.
as we call it.
Yeah. Turn the head entirely round. Orange has been dominating this head for the entire end, really. And now they're staring down the barrel of one down, and a hard shot from Kyle to even score 1 point. You don't want to overplay it. Like, he's looking on the
No.
forehand, which would be at, say, 5 o'clock on our screen. If he overplays that, Simon could probably find a way to pluck an
Get
orange
rid of
out
it.
and
That's
suddenly
exactly right.
drop a 4 or a 5 after
Yeah.
dominating the end.
It needs a friend.
On the forehand, it's a big swing on that hand, isn't it?
It is. He's in the area. Good bowl.
Good bowl. Very
Good
good bowl
bowl.
there from Kyle. If there's a way to get to that bowl,
Simon will find
Simon
a way.
will find it, I can guarantee you that.
Unfortunately, it's still on its running surface, which is a concern to me.
Yeah, well, I'm not that worried about it, to be honest. Do you go? I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see. There's a few options.
If he plays it tight on his forehand, he could get
You'd
it
think
out
that
if he gets it
even
out.
if it gets check movement, you're
Yeah,
fine, aren't you?
That's exactly right.
Big bowl here from Simon Thomas. Give himself half a chance.
Tad wide.
Oh, I wanted to ride that bowl so bad. Okay. I'll just get this out there now before the commentary goes too far. I'm pretty incapable of an unbiased commentary when we have New Zealand versus Australia.
Yeah, no.
But I will
that's fair
endeavour to do
enough.
my best. So it must have been 1 there to the New Zealand team.
This way is slightly uphill, so it'll be good to see how they adjust.
Yeah, that nice big swing. See Joy playing on the backhand, so she started on the forehand, so looks like she's chosen the side of the mat already. So we see this bowl. Not as narrow as I thought it might be, so
No.
that's taught us something there.
Lovely pace.
And did you say this was someone on
Keisha
debut?
Pearson. Yeah,
Keisha.
Keisha from South Australia.
What's her pedigree in indoor bowls? Sean?
She was a junior player a few years ago. Did very well in juniors. We have a junior comp at our nationals.
So what does juniors mean for you guys?
Under 18.
Yep.
Yeah. So they have our nationals is not quite the same as New Zealand. In fact, it's quite different. It's not open. So you play for your state. And you're playing one event. So. She played a lot of junior singles, and she's graduated to skipping in the South Australian triples.
Brilliant.
She trialled very well in January and deserves to be here.
Cool. See her on her forehand, slightly
She's
overplayed.
slightly over.
In the game of fours, particularly in this international game, it's never really a bad thing to have bowls past the head.
No, absolutely.
Good leading there from Joy, as we see Smacky on the back end. Very loud. If you hear quite a lot of noise from the New Zealanders, it's likely to be the Southland contingent that have come to watch. You recognise a few of them, Sean?
Yes, some familiar faces from a few years ago.
Come to watch and support Smacky and Gary as they give it a go for New Zealand.
It's a fair trip from Southland to here.
Yeah, for sure. See Julie on the forehand. So did I hear correctly that she's the captain of the Australian team
That's
this year?
correct. And that, you can see why.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant bowl.
For sure. So you turn your head around in about 10 seconds.
That's exactly right. Now it's all different. Makes you feel sometimes slightly useless as a lead.
It's a bit disappointing, eh?
It is.
So,
Dodds two on it and then bang. See you later.
Simon's called this bowl middle of the square weight. She'll either find it clean or she'll hit something up. Get yourself some position. Probably slightly underplayed that. It would have been nice if she'd hit that blue for it to come through to the middle of the square.
Still got options there though. I think they'll be going on the wide hand here just to get in front of those blues. Even if she turns the yellow over and stays, it's not a bad result.
Absolutely. Lining herself up. think that's roughly the right
close.
line.
Great ball.
Bowls.
Very
Good bowls
good.
there.
Good shot.
This will be interesting to see what Simon opts to call here. So, yeah, I mean, you can be pretty positive, can't
Yeah,
you?
plenty of options there with those blues.
Give it a proper nibble. On the forehand. Needs it to hold. Very close here from Michael Lawson. Great shot there.
Great shot. That's enough, Dave. There's some clapping from Dave.
Sorry, Fluff.
In the special comments.
This is hard work.
It's a good shot.
I'm supposed to be here supporting.
The last time we were in Southland, Dave, Sean Blackburn, who's playing today, and I went to a shop called Fat Bastard Pies.
That sounds good.
I think FBP they call it now, more political.
The pies are magnificent. They were. Yes.
I wouldn't mind a pie. I could go one for breakfast.
Have they got something like that in Ballarat?
I do know a good pie shop in Ballarat, actually.
Well, that'd be great. I didn't actually have breakfast this morning.
There you go.
We just sort of forgot.
Good home there from Michael. But
he had nice weight there, just do it a bit narrow. So we see Simon Zappa on the back end. From Tasmania, is that right?
That's correct. Simon and Julia from Tassie.
So what's their state like on indoor bowls thing in Australia?
Well, they smacked Victoria in the Nationals recently, and the Taswegians would love me saying that as a proud Victorian. They would be happy to hear that. But no, they did very well. Simon actually didn't play in this Nationals. He had to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't need him, as it turns out.
So your Nationals has an overall, like a state winner
that's
trophy,
correct.
the Jack.
Yes.
Jack something.
Yeah, the Jack Gore Trophy.
Right.
Named after a
Has that been
Victoria?
dominated by one state in particular?
Typically Victoria, yeah.
Am I accidentally prodding an open wound here, Sean?
I've
okay.
just gotten over it. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, sorry for bringing that back
I've
up.
kicked the figurative cat the last couple of days, but that's okay. But no, they did very well.
Apologies.
That was held in Devonport in the south of the north of the
here
state.
on the back end.
Close.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot
Awesome
there!
shot by Kyle. That's brilliant.
That's a great bowl. Can't fault it.
Can bowl, young fella.
Brilliant. You see, and we'll see Simon Thomas here break the back line. As you can break the sidelines in the international game. So get
exactly
a
right.
better angle on his backhand side. Take a nice
through
green.
the front of the box.
That's his line down
He's
to his
close.
weight now. Close here from Simon Thomas.
Mighty effort. Great shot.
Great effort there. How many seconds do you guys have, Sean?
Just looking at the camera here, 1 or 2, I'd say.
I'm hoping that blue's low enough to dissuade Kyle from having a nibble. But we'll find out soon as we see. What great camera work we're going to have here from Candice. Brilliant. Well, if you've got 2 seconds,
I'd say we've got a couple of seconds there.
You get 4. It would be...
Yep.
That would be not good for New Zealand, but quite a good shot to see.
Well,
I think we'll see him have a go at it.
No guts, no glory.
Again, you can use your square, get your bowl to be tracking out by the time it gets to it. Here we go.
He's close.
Here we go.
Close.
Here we go.
He's got it.
Great bowl there.
Wowee. 2 great bowls from Kyle.
That's really good bowls there from Kyle French. 1, 2, 3.
Could well be 4.
No, don't take any more out, Michael.
No, I'm liking this. 4.
4 there. Great shot there from Kyle French.
Four shots to 1 after 2 ends.
Oh, exciting times. So you see the jack thrown into the square. For New Zealand viewers, if the jack is overthrown into the square, it just gets placed on the tee or the spot or whatever you guys call it.
We call it the tee, yep.
And if it's thrown off the mat or it doesn't make the front mark, the opposing player can deliver the jack. As we got rid of that rule in the 60s, I think.
Did you?
Moving on with the times.
There's a few rules I'd like to get rid of. But,
can you talk us through, in your domestic game,
Yes.
is driving discouraged?
It's not allowed.
What does that mean?
Essentially, you're not allowed to drive, but
So
it
what's
depends
a
on what
drive?
term,
Yeah.
what one terms a drive. Yeah, so Yeah, I
We're
don't
going to
mind.
start with that rule, are we?
Yeah. It's allowed in the international game, thankfully.
So, from speaking to your guys, when you're preparing for the international, do you have in mind that do you consider the New Zealanders quite aggressive because we play drive shots?
Absolutely. The chat normally is, you've got to be chasing the jack all the time because that's what the Kiwis are going to do. And yeah, certainly in my experience watching, this is my 4th test, watching the test matches, I noticed the first time I watched it, I was amazed by how aggressive the New Zealanders are. But given their success record, maybe we should take a leaf out of their book.
Yeah, I suppose, speaking from an outdoor point of view, where a New Zealand outdoor team traditionally struggles against the Australian outdoor team, what usually gets us is that the Aussies are really accurate on the fire.
Yep.
So you build a good head and then it's all gone.
See you later. Yeah.
So it's almost a reverse.
It is. Yeah, no, I'd
situation.
agree with that.
Oh, is it going to go off the end or is it going to stay?
I think she's off there. Bad luck.
Disappointing. Great bowl there from Joy Archer while I was mixing local about whether you could play drive shots or
It's a
not.
brilliant bowl. This is a big bowl here too.
So
If
you
she
see.
can get onto the top of that jack, it's going to make it hard.
Sneaky on the back end. Very efficient little delivery.
Yes. Makes it look easy.
Mine's
She's close.
Oh, great bowl there. Great shot.
Nice word.
That's how you do it. Back touch it. Almost no effort. Just sort of just manages to go and go.
Makes me jealous.
I just try to get the bowl up the mat, to be fair. If it's left my hand, that's usually a good sign.
Good friends of mine say that I make the easy things look hard when I play.
So we see the captain of the Australian team here.
Brilliant
Great
bowl.
shot.
That's good.
Psychologically, that's good for Julie having chucked the bowl off the... well, it nearly went off the side of the net, and then it did go off the end of the net.
Absolutely.
To recover and play such a good shot on beforehand. So we see it's really important that Sue gets one close. Got a little bit of position, so she might be short.
Yeah, just
Okay.
going off, I think. Yeah, lovely line.
Okay. Well, the green was good.
Yeah.
It's fine. We see Kyle and Simon have a chat. What colour are you guys? Orange. What would you do here?
We might even be yellow, Alex.
Are you yellow?
Yeah. We'll go with yellow.
Well, I'm colourblind, so
Yeah, our friend Alex is colourblind,
Let's
so
not-
it could be any colour for him.
let's not criticise the colourblind person.
We are going to go with yellow and blue.
Is it yellow?
Yep, yellow
Okay.
and blue.
We thought we'd psychologically get in your head by not having black this time. That's my excuse.
Well, if it goes badly for us, you guys have done a good job.
I've got an update here from the 2 singles matches. Ian Ogilvie is 4 shots to 2 up after 4 ends. And Terry, this is going to be hard for me to remember because I always call it Terry Anderson, but Terry Blackburn is 4-2 up after 6 ends.
That's right. Those games will zip through. They're 25 ends, aren't they, in the singles?
They are. Terry's playing Fiona Pearson, who is Keisha Pearson's mum.
Yes. And she played a test match for you guys last
She
time
did.
round.
She's played a few series, but I think it's their first time in the singles, if I remember correctly.
Michael here on the forehand needs it to get up. Oh,
Great
great effort
effort.
there.
Very important here that Simon gets in before they do. Just gets on top of that jack.
Absolutely.
This is a big bowl.
As we see on his forehand. How's it going? Well, he let it go okay. God, he's a good bowler.
He's close.
So this one.
Oh,
Well,
it's not a bad position.
he was a
really.
bit bit stiff, but it's actually worked out okay because he's tightened the line that the blue bowls, the New Zealanders, can take on the forehand side. Have to play a more perfect bowl now. Going to give it a go regardless. Here we go. Let's watch this ball break back into the head. Needs it to sit down. Good shot.
Good effort.
It's one of the things that's a difference between the New Zealand international mat, which were created in 1983 for the first composite thing, and these ones. These look like they're about 2/3 of the thickness. So when we practice in New Zealand, and if anyone watched the international in Southland, you don't really take more than a 2/3 green.
Yep.
And the bowls don't have a massive finish. We saw them with Michael. The bowl was almost at right angles by the time
Yeah.
it came back to the head.
Yeah, I did practice on the New Zealand international mat last time I was over there, and yeah, compared to these, it's chalk and cheese.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it's time we surely we can just get the new international mats.
Oh, I like the ones you've got.
No, I don't think it suits us as well.
No, that's why I like them.
I prefer these ones. But fair, cool. Each to their own.
Oh, yeah. I wish we had the felt ones here, to be fair, but it is what it is. But even with these, Alex, like I had a mat at my home club, an international mat, when I was practicing for the trials.
Yeah.
These mats are an older version of the needle punch mats.
Okay.
And they're quicker, like they are
quicker
quick.
again.
Yep. So
so
there's differences amongst even the needle punches on the model that they have.
With your domestic game, did they say you have to change mats, or what's the spread of mats that you use to play on?
For the nationals now, it's all needle punch, so the same material as this, but obviously it's 30 foot.
Yep.
But in terms of home clubs, like my association, which is in Melbourne, we've got a mixture. So we have needle punch and we have felt. So
felt was the first one.
Correct.
And then was it that they couldn't create any more felt mats?
That's my understanding. Hence I couldn't make them
it.
anymore. They couldn't find the materials to make them, so then they went to needle punch. I think we've had needle punch now for probably about 10, 15 years, probably about 10 years.
Okay.
Probably could be 15.
What are the key differences between the needle punch and the felt, do you think?
The jack moves more on the needle punch, for sure. And as someone who trundles through the head,
Not
I
ideal.
prefer the felt. Yeah.
Fair enough. In New Zealand, we don't really get new mats anymore. We have wool mats and nylon mats are the two that we have. Great job there, Kyle. I'll continue my story after we've watched Simon's next bowl. There's a big chance here.
You can, if he gets through that gully, he's going to get 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah, we'll see him just look for a chunk of the blue and the orange that you can see at sort of 7 or 8 o'clock.
Wish the bloody thing would fall
Okay,
over.
I'm going to call them orange all day. But we all know that they're yellow.
Yeah, that's okay. You are forgiven.
The bowl that isn't blue.
It's close.
Good job.
Good bowl.
Good enough for one. He'll be happy with that. If it had been a millimetre narrower, it would have been a stressful time. So we see New Zealand score a point. What was I talking about?
4 shots to 2.
Yes. The different mats. So we got wool mats and nylon mats. So the wool ones came first, and they were made in the Onehunga wool mill.
All right.
From the 40s.
Can you say that again?
Onehunga.
Onehunga. Okay.
Yeah. And that's that's probably the wrong way of saying it.
Whereabouts is that?
It's in Auckland.
Okay.
That's when Indoor started in New Zealand, and they kept making mats until the mid-70s, and then they went belly up. And we got nylon mats after that. But we're sort of, we're not lucky, but in New Zealand we had indoor bowls was quite a large sport. So most centres and clubs have a surplus of mats, so when our mats start wearing out in the box, in the square, in the delivery area, because they're so thin they can sort of get holes in them, you can just sort of go to the back room and rotate them out. So there's not really a need for new mats.
How much would a mat cost if you were to buy one?
Oh, you're asking good questions.
Yeah, I know.
You could literally go to any hall in New Zealand and get free mats running for stage.
There you go,
But if you want to buy a new one from Henslite, they have white mats, which are your needle punch thing.
Okay.
And they run super quick. For, I don't know, I presume, I don't know, I have no idea. $1,000, is that what a mat would cost?
The 30-foot mats do not cost $1,000, let me tell you. They cost a bit more than that.
Okay, I don't know. I know a set of bowls is about $1,400.
Yep.
But mats, we don't really have that issue in New Zealand.
And for those who haven't watched the international series before, they're actually playing with the Australian size bowl. It is larger than the ones that the Kiwis use back home. So you'll notice a lot of the Kiwis hold the bowl differently to what the Australians would. And that's just a byproduct of the fact that they have smaller bowls.
And every now and then, an international bowl sneaks its way into circulation in our domestic game.
Yes.
And that is not a fun time because they turn more. And unless you're paying attention, you're wondering why.
You get found out.
You're wondering why your bowl is suddenly hooking across the head. That may have happened to me. Good bowl there from Julie.
You're just building the head nicely here.
I feel like, the Australians have had a slightly better head so far. I know we're only on end 4, so people played 6 bowls each, but they seem to find that line quite nicely.
Yep.
And when they've missed past the head, which has been helpful. So we
giving it a chance, or as you would say, chance.
Chance, the right way of saying it. So you see Snacky on the forehand, Not horrible, but we need Australia to miss a bowl so that we can sew this head up a little bit better.
Oh, Julia wasn't far away with her first. I don't think she'll be changing a lot.
On the backhand.
It's Keisha in the background, just relaxed as anything. First series, look at that. You know,
I wouldn't be that relaxed.
I'd be shaking like a leaf.
Good shot there.
Ooh,
Really
good effort.
changed the complexion of the set because it's unlikely that the jack's going to go to our left, to the 9 o'clock side now, as that blue bowl sat down. So Michael and Simon know if the jack does move, it's heading more into that other area that you can't see at the moment.
Oh, I think it's slightly better for New Zealand because the bowl's gone flat.
So we know the jack will be moving to our right as we see it rather than our left.
Good bowl. Mind you, there's an option now for the Australians to turn that front yellow over. 2 rolls.
That's what they're going to talk through, see if it's worth it.
Even if he's slightly tight.
That's about the timing of doing that, isn't it? Because you can do it now. Or you could back, if you want to back New Zealand to miss, you could put a ball past and it looks better. That's the decision-making process they're going through.
That's exactly right.
How good a bowl is New Zealand going to play if we try and improve the head for us instead of playing a positive shot?
You can play it either hand really, but I think he's going with my call, so not the commentator's curse, which is good.
Opting for his forehand side. Interesting to see what weight this comes out of his hand at. Reasonable. Looks like it's cutting across the head to me.
Yeah.
So now he wants it to hold up onto that. Oh my god, look at that swing.
That's swooping, isn't it? Wowee.
Goodness gracious.
Pace was good.
It was nice weight, and I don't think he thought he'd missed it by that much when he let it go.
Just another aspect, I've been talking with a few of the players after the Nationals last week, which was on 30-foot carpets. Generally we play this in, great ball there, generally we play this in May, before our indoor starts. We're actually playing it the reverse this time round, so the adjustment from 30-foot to the international mat, it'll be interesting to see how they go. I mean, so far it doesn't look like it's bothered them, but
I know we were cognizant of that in New Zealand, that you guys had just played a Nationals.
Yep.
Because it's a bit concerning for us, because our Nationals was in, I don't know, when was our Nationals, Candice? June. Our Nationals was in June.
Queen's birthday, isn't it? Around Queen's birthday?
Just a week after. Most of our domestic game is sort of winding up now. The players wouldn't have had a huge amount of competition, so we were aware that the Australians would have come off the back of the Nationals. I kept an eye on how your Aussie team went, and they went pretty good.
Yep.
So it's of concern that you guys are clearly in form. We'll just wait and see as Simon Thomas on his backhand.
It's different for everyone.
Lovely delivery out of his hand there on the backhand. Look at this comeback. Look how much they swing. Beautiful shot. Well, does it allow Kyle to play with more weight?
I think he can be more aggressive here for sure. Do not die wondering here.
Oh, so back to the drive thing. So if an umpire thinks you've played a drive shot in your domestic game, what happens?
It's never happened to me because I'm not good enough to do that and actually play a good shot like that. I'm just a trundler, but no, if you do, my understanding is you get warned, and if you do it again and they see you get the ball taken off you, and you can lose eight shots.
Good shot there.
So it's a pretty rare thing though. You don't see it happen very often.
So it's like a law for blasphemy.
If you get a reputation for doing it, they watch your mat more closely. But if you don't have a reputation, then you can get away with it.
So we see Simon's got a big chance here. This is bread and butter shot for Simon Thomas. We see 4 or 5 rolls through the yellow.
No, you're doing well. Keep at it.
Great shot. Oh, not a great shot. It was a good shot.
It's a mighty shot.
He's got one. He would have felt like he deserved 2 there.
I think
one's okay.
Australia will be okay with this. The fact that Simon hasn't got another bowl.
Yeah. How much does the backhand side swing? If Kyle takes a nice wide line, just make sure you're not tight, really. Give you a lot of chance.
Rest on those bose just behind the jack.
Sit down on the blues that you can see at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Happy
Just
days.
doesn't want to be tight.
Yeah, you're missing wide, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. He'll know that.
My mates back home would say, "Don't play the shot here, Fluff," but I would play it anyway.
And you'd either get a 2 or you wouldn't.
Probably bugger it up. Yeah, let's be frank.
I think I'd be in a similar space, to be fair.
One of my best mates said one of my best bowls this year was when I gave the bowl away. So yeah, just like Kyle's done there. So
good shot. He was narrow. As we see. They're going to measure it. Maybe they've got one. That would make a lot of sense.
If they've got one, then I can understand why he didn't play it. But
as we see
I love the fact that Michael wears brown shoes.
Yeah, I've got some brown shoes. I've just
Yes.
come across some brown shoes.
Beware the bowler in the brown shoes.
Yeah.
There's a saying in Australia.
The greens makes the brown shoes. They're very hard to find.
I remember my first nationals about 10 years ago, and Victoria had brown shoes policy. You had to wear brown shoes.
Shoes policy. Jeez.
And they had it for 1 year, and then the buggers decided to go to white shoes.
Oh, that doesn't sound as good as brown shoes.
No, I preferred the brown. I'm
Oh, yeah,
a
I
bit
like
of a
it.
traditionalist.
I like the brown shoes, I agree. I'm with you. Now, I read the rules and I've forgotten them. So during an end, in our domestic game in New Zealand, you can use a torch if there's bowls that look like they're real close to touching at any point during
Oh,
the
yes, is that right?
end. What's the rule for you guys?
Well,
and do we know what the rule is for the
You're
international?
jogging the memory back now to Southland, because
Yes.
this was discussed prior to the test starting,
Yeah.
and I think the decision was made that the torch would not be used during the game. It was not. On the last bowl, it was
Last bowl.
allowed. So Glenn Sargent tells me. So
Oh,
there was
you
a
could have just claimed
compromise
that as
made.
your own. Yeah.
But, yeah, thank you, Glenn.
Okay, so they can
Okay.
use a torch before the last bowl of a skip.
Right,
to see
lads,
if
I've got a
it's
score
touching.
update from around the room for all
Oh.
those at home that are riveted for updates.
Go
So
for
here
it,
we go.
Dave.
Men's singles, it's Australia 8, New Zealand 2 after 7 ends. In the ladies singles, New Zealand 5, Australia 4 after 8 ends. In the men's fours, it's New Zealand 3, Australia 2 after 3 ends. And in the ladies fours, New Zealand 4, Australia 1 after 3 ends.
Interesting. Very interesting. G'day to my friend Dane Ryan, who
Thank you,
has
Mr.
just
Sargent.
asked me that do I ever work? Thank you, Dane. Nice to hear from you.
What a nice guy.
He's a lovely guy.
See.
Someone's just played a big bowl, if you can hear that noise in the background.
I would say so. It sounded like Daniel played a good bowl because the whoop was in a Southland accent.
Southland, yes. Very good. Dane's actually, my mate Dane I was just referring to, gave me the nickname Fluffy for many years ago. So
Right.
it's his
So
fault.
he's responsible.
He is.
So we see
Great bowl
Joy
there,
here,
Joy.
great correction.
Yeah.
Beautiful correction there after the first one, and we see New Zealand probably have the better start here.
Absolutely.
Julie on the back end.
Looking to arrive.
Quite a compact delivery style as well.
It is.
Lovely bowl.
Great bowl. Brilliant. Yeah, myself and Simon, I mean, they are husband and wife, but yeah, they've got very similar deliveries.
So if you look at the indoor bowlers or your Australian indoor team here, do any of them play outdoor in the summer as well? Or?
Good question. Yes, there's a few.
So I know from a domestic point of view, maybe a quarter of our indoor bowlers play outdoor as well.
Yeah, no, see, it is sort of state by state too. Like a lot of the Victorians do, because our indoor season is literally in the winter time.
Yes.
But there are some states like New South Wales and Queensland that generally play all year round indoor. So that precludes them from
Playing outdoor bowls.
playing outdoor. Many of them, not all of them, but many of them. Oh, there'd be probably about 50-50, I'd say.
Okay. So I know you guys have a few dual internationals as well. There's a Dale Rayner here has played for New Zealand in indoor and outdoor. Lisa White's played for New Zealand in indoor and outdoor. Bill Kane, a few others. I know Brett Wilkie for you guys.
Yes, he's actually a Ballarat local back in the day. Lives in Queensland now.
I think he captained the Australian indoor team
Yep.
in the late 90s. I don't know any other ones to be fair.
We've got a couple that, so we've got a heap that have been dual internationals.
Paul Richards.
Jeez, where'd you pick that name from?
Yeah, there you go. I know that. Popped into my brain. So he played a Trans-Tasman against Bowls New Zealand, and Peter Bellis from
Oh yes,
would know.
I've heard of Peter Bellis.
Gave me probably a most successful bowler. Gave me a number of old VHS videos.
Oh right.
And
Okay.
Paul Richards is playing there for Australian Outdoor, and I was nosing through the records. I was nosing through something for indoor, and Paul Richards played the men's singles for Australia way back.
Wow. Okay.
That'll be the late 70s, early 80s. And I presume it's the same Paul Richards.
Yeah, right.
So there you go, that's the other dual international.
It's a fun fact.
Absolutely useless bit of information. I forget my keys, but I can tell you that Paul Richards played for Australia twice. So we see Blue's got a good head here, and they're just talking about, we've temporarily got 3. It's very unlikely that the Jack is going to be there by the end of the end. So what do we do? Going across the head.
I'd imagine, maybe.
Is he going across the head to where the Jack's going? Yeah. Oh, he needs it to hold. Oh, that's gutting. That's a gutting. That's not good.
And he knows
that's a really disappointing bowl.
He knows it too. That's a look that
he was clever.
People would see me make a lot of times. Yeah, so I'm familiar with that reaction.
That's okay. He's got another bowl to go. So now we just pray to your gods. I think we're going to see an aggressive bowl here.
Huge opportunity here for Simon.
Mr. Zapp. Oh, the backhand.
And get it off that wide blue as well.
If he can snick the Jack around, that's brilliant.
Hello, Christmas.
He'll play out with weight that if he misses wide, he's moving the blues away.
Sure.
Here we go, on his backhand. On his backhand.
He's tight.
He's missed narrow a few times in the last couple of ends. Look at that bowl, just about off the side of the mat. And they seem to be heading in a good direction. And then there's a massive late swing, isn't it? So you think you're close, and then at the end of the day you've actually missed by 3 or 4 feet.
That's the difference with these mats.
So Simon's given up on the cover, and he's trying to get Michael here to cut that
on the forehand.
Good bowl here. Great bowl.
Close here. Great shot there.
I thought he might have played that the first time, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they may have double bluffed themselves. They thought maybe we're better to put a bowl where the Jack will go, but then the Jack didn't go there, so now we've just sort of decided to pack the head up, put that pressure on. We are, whatever we are, 2-5 down after 4 ends. So we see Kylie. What a great moment that was.
Yeah.
On the back end.
That will be used all week.
Now, when's it going to turn? See, that breaking point, as he would have watched Simon's bowl hook across and thought, I need to take green. But it's more that it's a late breaking point.
Well, it is, and that's the thing with these international mats. When you're playing weight, you do not need a lot of green because it will hold.
Yes,
but on the draw, it will hook.
When we say breaking point, that's what we're talking about when the bowl starts turning, and it's a late breaking point on these mats, particularly with weight. So just go straight at it. Almost sounds like we know what we're talking about.
That's why we're sitting
in
the cheap.
Pretty easy from here, isn't it?
Sitting in the cheap seats, Dave.
So it's considerably more simple. Never missed a bowl from the commentary box.
No, it's easy when you know how.
Yep. See Simon on his backhand. I've been warmer, I'll admit.
Oh, this is hot for Ballarat. Come on.
I'll be grateful that I'm here when it's warm for Ballarat then. Oh, that was nearly perfect for Simon Thomas. Yeah, look at the disappointment there. He was millimetres away from a perfect bowl. But still a good head, I feel like in the last 2 or 3 ends, New Zealand, we've built some better heads.
I agree.
The first 2 or 3 ends were Australia's.
This here is a big bowl because A, we need a friend, and B, you don't want to miss tight.
I think he's playing weight through that outside blue to get the kitty. He's going to be pretty positive.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't do that, he's going to be staring down the barrel of a bundle.
Correct.
On his backhand. Not heavy.
Close.
Great shot there.
That's a ripper. What a ripper. We even got a clap from Alex, so it must have been good.
Really good bowl. That was a really good shot. Really annoying, but really good.
So glad we stole him from New Zealand.
I'll let you know at the end of the weekend.
We need a few more. Anyone keen on moving over?
Well, if it wasn't so cold in Ballarat, I could come here.
There are warmer places like Queensland and Queensland and Queensland.
Okay, I'll note it down in my book. We've had a couple of New Zealanders play for Australia. There's a man called Larry something. Larry Poynton, I reckon.
Yep, another one I'm not
familiar with.
I reckon
he won the New Zealand fours in the 70s. He came across and played something for you guys.
Okay.
So I think Kyle's the second one who might be a Kiwi. Again, I'm just pointless information. As you see Simon here on the forehand. Is he going to get a clean run? Oh, slightly off. Not the end of the world.
No.
But a great bowl there from Kyle to turn that end around, really.
He did. He needed to.
See Simon Go to the loop. I thought he was about to decapitate himself on the
rope.
on the rope, but he made it, so it's okay. Jack Lent, about halfway. Is there any discussion about, when you're talking about playing the Kiwis, about a jack length system?
I don't think so, really. I think it really just depends on the situation in the game.
Fair enough.
It's I don't think it really matters.
Just play it.
Yeah, it's just all situational. I usually say to my lead, you put them where you get them close, mate.
Yeah.
Then we'll worry about the rest.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll forgive my lead if they throw a short jack if they put their first ball as a toucher. If it's not a toucher, they don't get forgiven.
We have a thing called...
They just get looked, don't they, Candice?
Yes, we certainly get looks.
We have a thing called pedant over here. So
yes.
We do that once a week. And I had a first timer, outdoor bowler who played indoor, and I was deliberately hard on him because I thought, teach him early.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Fair enough, as we see Joy on the backhand here, willing this bowl to hold, willing it to hold. Fair effort. Now we've set, what that's done is set almost the rest of the end is going to be on that backhand side until the jack is moved. So we'll see the next 4 or 5 bowls played on that backhand side.
Here comes Julie.
It's Julie on the backhand. A lovely line.
She's keen
beautiful
on it.
line. Good shot there.
Good bowl there. Very good.
I was very impressed with the opening ceremony, Sean. Had a choir.
Yes.
Was
They're
good.
all resplendent.
They knew our anthem better
green.
than we did.
Yeah.
It was
They
good.
sang the second chorus of ours, and I think there was about 2 people that knew the second
I actually didn't know you guys had a second chorus,
There
to
you
be honest. But I do prefer, I might sound like a bad New Zealander, I prefer your Australian accent to
I
the New
prefer
Zealand one.
yours.
Oh, there you go.
But
No,
I'm also a Republican, which isn't popular with a lot of people, so I change a lot of things, including our national anthem.
fair cool. No, I wouldn't have our national
I'd have it as Waltzing Matilda if I had my way.
Oh, that'd be okay. I listened to that on the walk to the supermarket yesterday.
Yes.
Got the Slim Dusty version.
Yeah, that's the version you want.
Speeds it up in the second half.
Australia's king of country.
Yeah, no, it's good.
People who know me well know I like my Slim Dusty, so...
Oh, that's very good. Oh, listen, I was we're 35 minutes away from the supermarket, so I thought I'd go for a walk. I thought, and I discovered that our door of our Airbnb has a little music box.
Oh, right.
And it plays Waltzing Matilda. That put me like a country mood. So I chucked on a Slim Dusty playlist and went for a
very
sort
good.
of a wander down. It was a good time.
What's Suzanne doing here? Drawing
Probably
right
better
on top
to
of the jack?
Good call to get back to the bowls there, Sean.
Yep.
On the backhand. That line, it seems to be a fickle green on the backhand side. No, not for Sue. Good line. Interesting. So we've seen bowls on the backhand. Have we seen a forehand shot now?
I think they'll be looking at that. Looking to move that jack.
Either way,
yeah.
Either way, really. He's looking for connection onto the jack. If it moves to our right towards the 3 o'clock side, that's better. But if it moves to our left, that's also fine, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
So essentially, he's saying that, look, pick the port. Good
For
luck.
Australian viewers, we only have 60 seconds in our domestic game to look at the head. My understanding for the international, it's 2 minutes.
It's 2 minutes, and it's very loosely enforced.
Yep. I have not seen a bowl taken off a player in the internationals.
A loosely enforced rule.
Yep.
Just fair enough. It's an international event. Oh, he's just drawing. Yeah, cool. Maybe not. What was interesting, or what I was going to say about that, is we'd seen Simon this tight on that hand the last few times, and I wondered if that played into his head a little bit.
He's a deep thinker, is Simon.
He's been in your Australian team on and off for quite a while now.
7th series, I believe.
I think he debuted in 2007.
Yeah.
He played with whoever Glenn Sargent is in the Australian team.
He did. A great man. Yep.
Mixed fours. There's mixed fours on YouTube somewhere.
There is.
Very good game of mixed fours.
Yes.
I think Glenn Sargent had one of the nicest deliveries I've seen. Beautiful, silky smooth.
Still has, the old boy, as he comes over here with some more scores for us. We're just talking about Glenn.
Good delivery.
Just won the national pairs for the 18th time. People reckons he didn't have it anymore. They thought he was done, but no, it still goes all right.
So he's available if you ever want to kneecap one of your Australian players.
Oh, yeah, he's got good knees now. He's had him replaced.
Let's see. Simon, Mr. Zapp, on the forehand.
Close.
Great shot. Good shot.
Oh.
Good shot. It was a
Good
good
bowl.
shot.
That's a good bowl. Changes ahead.
He played it well, and you can't do much about, you chuck it in the area.
That's
And if
exactly
you get
right.
a good result, you do, and if you don't, you don't. See, Mr. Lawson on the forehand. Doesn't look that convincing.
Needs to drop.
Hold.
It's a good track there for Australia. Big chance here for Kyle if you can get onto that jack.
Interesting. So is this a time when you would use your square a little bit?
Yep, for sure.
We should see Kyle move over to his left.
Yes.
Break that back line just to get that, he can get it to hold up underneath the yellow bowl.
Yep.
The clearly yellow bowl. Who would think that's orange?
A colourblind person, possibly.
Apparently. It's a fun time. Here we go.
Alex, we'll forgive you.
Here we go. I'll probably start calling them green soon. Half a chance
He's
to
close
the
here.
half a chance to
get down. Oof.
Goodness gracious me, that was close.
That held, didn't it?
It did hold. It held all the way. That late breaking point we're talking about. So New Zealand holding on to one. Interesting. We'll just see what Simon does. There's still that opportunity for Australia. We're pretty grateful to have that blue ball on the tee.
You'd always play their shot here. Get another one amongst it.
Needs it to hold.
Does.
That looks like a bowl that was indecisive to me. I think Simon was thinking I could draw close, or maybe I need to roll the blue up and let it go before he decided what to do. Yeah, I mean, and Kyle said if he's one down to the one on the spot, that's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
We're giving this all the chances in the world.
Absolutely.
On his forehand here. Now, when's it
Down.
going to break?
Got to go down. Close. Great shot by Kyle. Very good. Started
That's a
well.
really good shot. That's
He's not missing much, is he?
No.
He's had a great
No.
start to this.
an absolutely beautifully weighted shot. And it's interesting for Kyle because when he was growing up in New Zealand, Simon Thomas would have been, well, he's always been a good bowler, but he would have been one of the ones he would have looked up to.
Yep.
Probably received a few lessons from, I would imagine. So it's interesting psychology when you have to play your heroes.
Sure is.
Doesn't seem to be having any effect on Kyle.
No.
So we see Simon on his forehand here, looking to go through the oranges, I presume. Half a chance. Half a chance. Good shot.
Good
Well
bowl.
played.
Good bowl.
He actually guts it too square. Good shot there as we see another shot to Australia. It's not panic stations by any stretch of the imagination at
Certainly
8-2
not.
after 5 ends. It's after 6 ends. 12 ends to go, so we're a third of the way there. A lot of the players sort of divide the long games into segments.
How do the Kiwis find the longer games?
I think they enjoy them. It's unusual for us. So the only time we play long games in our domestic game is for our inter-island test matches. So we have inter-island singles, pairs, triples and fours, men and women. So 10 men and 10 women. They play 21 ends for everything except for the fours, which is 18. And apart from that, all of our games are 9 or 12 ends long, sort of thing. So generally, the accepted wisdom is you divvy your game up into. So Simon will divvy this game up into 3 6-end segments, and I'll let Dave give you a score update.
Yeah, score update. Men's singles, New Zealand 8, Australia 12 after 10. In the ladies singles, New Zealand 11, Australia 5 after 12. Men's fours, New Zealand 4, Australia 9 after 5. And in the ladies fours, New Zealand 4, Australia 5 after 5.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I think we find them okay. And these players all will have played for their island, because we have an island test match every year.
Yep.
They will have played for their island on a number of occasions.
Yep.
So although it's rare to play, most of them are used to divvying the game up
Yep.
in that way. We just sort of, after the 6 ends, New Zealand will be thinking, obviously we scored once. Did we score once? Or twice? It's to be worked on, isn't it?
Yep.
You look at the amount of ends that you win,
Yep.
and you think, if I've 50-50'd it or gone more than them, I can
Yep.
probably keep up with this game plan. If that's not what's happened, maybe we need to change something.
Yep.
So we'll see Simon call maybe slightly different shots for his team, just to change something around
Yep.
a little bit.
Change the rhythm.
Yeah,
Yep.
or and they're more likely, obviously, to play a big bowl. You know, if there's a bit of risk involved, you've had a poor not a poor 6 ends, but a 6 ends where you've been outplayed. Maybe you go, I'll get Michael to play a big bowl, or me to play a big bowl, and see if we can just pump the team up and deflate the opposition.
Yep.
So it's something that they're used to, but I prefer it. I think a long game, you get it's a better reflection of the skill on display.
For sure.
Unless I lose the long game and then I take the one.
Yep, still there. Just you're playing with weight to move that one back, finishing around here, or just sit this one down.
Just over the draw here by Smacky.
Smacky on her backhand.
Doesn't look to be here.
Got a reach. She's up to a few. She's played a few test matches now. She also, the New Zealand team went to the UK before the great pandemic
Yes.
and played them in a World Cup of indoor bowls. I think it was the UK and one of the Scandinavian countries or something. Their government just said we need to look after the segment of our society, and they just bought them all indoor bowls and mats and started indoor bowls.
There you go.
That's how you get the game started in a country. Just whatever it was, Norway or something. Still Norway competed, but they weren't.
Terribly competitive.
They weren't competitive.
They
But they were
turned
there.
up.
Yeah, they were presents, and they played the English version of indoor bowls, which they call carpet bowls over there.
Some people here call it carpet bowls as well. It's known as indoor bias bowls formally here, but yeah, when I talk to outdoor bowlers, they think, "What do you play indoor bowls?" And they think it's just outdoor bowls but inside.
Yeah, no, it's carpet.
And,
carpet
so I
bowls,
just call it carpet bowls, and then they go, "Oh yeah, okay. What are you playing that for?" Because it's fun.
Because it's a good game. Yeah. The outdoor bowlers in New Zealand call us marbles usually. That's okay. We know. It's called carpet bowls in England. So Sue has been over there and played for New Zealand on those mats, which are even slower than these ones. And also, I think, played a couple of international test matches, Trans-Tasman, Simon Zappa, or whatever you call it.
Zaporosic.
Zaporosic.
Mr. Zap.
I think Mr. Zap's what I'm going to stick with. Problem was on that game that's from 2007 on YouTube, they call him Zaporozic.
Yes.
So that's how I've known his last name to name to be.
No, I've been guilty of that too.
She just changed his last name, I think. So Australia's got one. Reasonable head for New Zealand. Are we waiting? Is that what the conversation is about?
I believe so.
Putting bowls past, and we know that if we can keep second, third, and fourth, maybe Simon can go and then and get a number. I just heard the words positive down there, mate. Okay, let's just wait and see what happens. Could be on his backhand, punching that the blue that you see at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
That'd be amazing if he guts that. Slightly too early.
That would be the shot.
Yep, that's what he's going for. Here we go. Okay, through the gap and wriggle. Good shot.
Good bowl.
Good ball there. So they just...
Kyle needs to change his head here.
It's interesting because they've crossed over a few times. Kyle's played some absolute bombs. There's been a few, probably 3 ends I can think of off the top of my head, where New Zealand has had an opportunity like this, where Simon would just have to play one bowl to pop an orange out. And every time Kyle has played a perfect bowl.
Yeah.
And actually turned the heads completely around. Bit of luck this will be the time he misses.
Even if he plays through that split, just gets another bowl in there.
Absolutely, and that's the way he's opted for here.
He's close. Yeah,
Clever
good
bowl
bowl.
there.
That's pretty good.
Bit stiff. He's actually opened the orange, the yellow, the green, the one that's not blue.
The light coloured bowl.
He's opened that up to go out a bit cleaner than it would have before. Because
The
that blue
Australian bowl?
The Australian bowl, yeah. The blue that's now sitting at 12 o'clock was locking that in.
Yes.
Now it's not locking it in anymore. So it's just about how Simon gets to it. Because you want to pick a way to miss. Probably his forehand looks better, doesn't it? You know, you either cannon the ball out,
I think so.
or if he's widening into that split, the jack goes
Use
back to that
jack.
blue at 12 o'clock.
Put the pressure on Kylie or Kyle to
God,
play
who got us as
another bomb.
commentators? So we'll see. Yeah, that's what they're calling. So it'll be interesting to see what weight he opts for here. But he was looking to cannon that yellow out.
Yep.
And if he's wide into that blue-yellow split, that's
got
fine.
options here. Definitely got options.
Here we go. On his forehand. That would have worked on the domestic mat. That's okay.
The plot thickens.
It's looking pretty
It's
good.
actually a pretty good shot there because
Yeah.
the the risk was that he actually got 2 or 3 shots out of it, and then Kyle could get himself out of it. It's a little bit of risk for Kyle here, but if he gets it skinny, he could take his own out and go ahead and just pull down, and then Simon's got one to come. So really interesting last 2 bowls here.
And I mean, Simon and Kyle is too, but Simon reads ahead brilliantly. So really, they'll have a considered talk about this.
Yeah, because we talked about big bowls, didn't we? And New Zealand's trailing 2 points to 8. If Kyle leaves this, I guarantee you Simon's going to go for the big bowl.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Something needs to change here for
On
Australia.
the back end, as we see Kyle line the ball up. Here we go.
He's playing positive.
Needs it to hold. What a shot.
Brilliant bowl.
Great bowl there. There's got to be a way to get those out. Blue, the front blue.
Front blue.
Hit the thing.
Front blue could get them both.
What about the... I've decided to add sound effects to the commentary. I think he's going to go the front blue, and I think we might see quite a lot of weight. And I think we're going to see... I'm going to call 4 for New Zealand. 3. 2.5.
Oh, the jack squeeze.
It's hard to see
Not
with
if
the
he gets
camera
the front
angle.
one, but if he gets a split, it could.
Oh, but just the big ball. Here we go. Here we go. 1.
That was hard fought for 1, wasn't it?
It was. But they'll be happy to have got on
Yep.
the board here. And
Take
it'll be
it.
interesting to see if they call a different jack length. Is that something that we're thinking about? You know, we've consistently thrown 2 feet from the square and not gone great. Maybe we'll see a
There's
short
been
one.
no communication there between Skip and Lee.
Oh,
so
maybe Joy's going to go rogue then. No, okay.
do
Probably a fair
your
call.
thing.
Oh, no, we'll call that slightly shorter than normal. Good call there from Joy. So we see her on her back end. Matt Black's logo on the back. Designed by Grant Rayner. Was the captain of the New Zealand team.
And he did
Played
say
number
hello
10.
before.
He's
and I had a
watching
look,
and
so-
said hello, Fluff, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello Grant. Nice to have you watching.
And I'll call you Grant. Even though it's Grant.
Grant.
Played the 2017 International. Played one of my favourite bowls to have watched to win the mixed pairs international medal. Went inside out for 1. Beautiful shot. Quite exciting. As we see Joy, first bowl real good, looking to back it up, get too close, put that pressure on from the start. Good enough there. Good lead there from Joy. Beautiful line twice. Past the head. New Zealanders will be crossing their fingers that Kylie just misses by a little bit here. I crossed my fingers but didn't work.
Familiar people who are watching are Meredith Norton, former Australian captain, watching us. I know you rang me yesterday, Meredith. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I am alive. But nice to see you watching.
Watched her play on the 2015 International in Tauranga.
She did very well.
Made some great bowls. Smacky. Just a bit underplayed that bowl.
She's the poor lady who introduced me to indoor bowls, so if anyone wonders why, it's all her fault. But, she'll be glued to the phone for the next 3 days, I'm sure.
As we see
Got to
Julie.
get up here, Jules. Good effort.
It looks good, but it should have made it slightly easier for the New Zealand team to get some jack movement. Listen,
Yep.
you know, it's about jack movement in this game, isn't it? Yeah, good
It's a
call there from
positive,
Simon. He's
yeah.
just saying into the box. So if she misses, we get the bowl. It's useful.
Here she comes.
Good bowl. Doesn't matter. It's a good bowl.
Lovely pace.
Clap it. No, clap it. I'm not allowed to clap it.
They've got to get past here, the Australians.
Yeah.
Cover those blues.
Also, for anyone paying attention, I've now lost feeling in my feet. That is how cold it is in Ballarat.
It's chilly.
So Fluffy's saying it's like normal. He's basically got a singlet on, right, and shorts.
I'm actually getting warm.
It's actually madness. I think we're going to see a big bowl here from Michael. I thought he was going to get into place forehand to pop the jack back because it looks like this angle's beautiful. But maybe not. You know, they might be looking to find their number over to our left at sort of the 9 o'clock side, which is fine.
Yep. we have our long weekend, which is when your Nationals is on. We actually have a tournament here in Ballarat.
Yes.
And, it's usually about -1 in the morning.
That's not okay. We've got a couple of cold places in New Zealand. There's a Queen's Birthday weekend tournament run by Bay of Plenty and Rotorua it is.
Oh, yep.
Government
Been there.
Gardens.
Yep.
And that for a long time has been very cold. I remember. Yep. There's a New Zealand. Look how excited they are to be there.
Cheers, squad.
Does
Look
that
at them
blanket give
looking
away how
intently
cold it
over
is
there.
here, Alex?
What was that, sorry?
Does the blanket give away how cold it is?
I think that is a...
Jackets, blankets, sweatshirts,
they're
hoodies.
they're
It's a
soft.
beanie.
Pretty
They are
cold.
soft.
It is cold.
Oh well, maybe we'll get them to do a Mexican
There's
way
a
for
few
us
there,
at some point.
from Southland. Are they not? They should know what cold's like.
Yeah.
They do.
Something like this. So you see Mr. Zap on the back end.
Andy home there. That's
Good shot.
handy.
That's a good ball.
Something's got to change here.
Yeah,
Michael's
it's just
got to just change his head.
just had some ineffective bowls. You know, not horrible, not
No.
missing by lots, but just
No.
enough. You know, that's an ineffective bowl that has gone brilliantly.
He's not happy with it.
That
but
actually couldn't have
delighted
gone.
in the end.
That legitimately couldn't have gone better. How good was that?
Bang.
If I wasn't in the commentary, I'd be clapping. Magnificent inside out there from Michael Lawson.
We
I'm certain it's not what he was
I
planning.
think it was
No.
played for by God. Yeah.
when Darren and I were doing this 3 years ago, there was a bad bowl. It was just silence.
I'm not too proud.
We're going to
I'll
have a
be,
bit of fun.
I'll be taking whatever works. So we see the Zap on the forehand.
Good bowl here. Get
Look at this
down.
break back into the head.
That's
They're actually,
good shot.
I don't know how he managed to be narrow, but they're just quite nice mats. Yeah. It's always nice to watch a bowl come back into the head.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
run that a little bit. Same in outdoors. It's nice to watch a bowl just come back into the head nicely. Nice quick greens. Having a chat. He's looking at the back end through the shortest yellow that sits at 1 o'clock. Wouldn't really want to be tight. That requires more weight to go through the shortest yellow. But what it does is it removes the shot bowl around the corner instead of it coming through. Maybe he's not looking at that, I don't know.
Look,
It's hard to read his mind.
that's what I'd be playing, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I'd say a similar thing.
Can be pretty positive.
He can, yeah.
On his forehand, so he's going for the shot bowl instead.
He's going forehand.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's the two options that are on, isn't it? So you'd be looking maybe slightly less weight than what he would have played if he was on his back end. Here it comes. Needs it to hold. He's very close here. It's Simon Thomas. What a bowl.
Very good bowl.
Beautiful.
See, Simon was a bit stiff with his last one, the fact that it hooked as much as it did, because I think he was trying to get to those
Oh,
moves.
he literally covered it, and then the
yeah.
bowl just ran away.
Mm.
So we're going to see just a conversation here. So New Zealand sitting, it's not as pretty as it looks actually, sitting with sort of a one-ish. Good place, yeah, you see the one there. So
Did a good job with the cameras there, Dave.
excellent. We see Kylie on his forehand, back into the head. Fair effort there. He's
Great
actually,
effort.
he might have made it from 1 down to 2 down, but it's improved the head slightly.
Yep.
Well, interesting. Do you often see bowls sit down on your international match? That bowl just sat down
Just
there.
laid flat. Yeah, look,
I would have thought it would have happened less on a spongy.
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
actually call these sort of. I know that they're needle punch, but they're not that spongy really. They are the newer, the older version of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're almost a mixture really. Like if you got a new one now,
Yeah.
that bowl probably would have stood up.
Yeah.
They are thicker, the newer ones now.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I know when they made these the first time, I think it was around 2010, Rockhampton Nationals, they were so wide and swoopy that they
Yeah.
had to change the compound.
Yes.
But I think these were kept. So
That's interesting. I know, here we go. Let's see this bowl. It's going to fall short. Beautiful line. Not the end of the world, you know. They know they're holding 1 or 2. If he'd gone close, he might have actually created something. You never want to create something for your opposition. And I think
I'd back Kyle here.
I think he's just going to draw it, you know. And we saw how much Simon's bowls
Exactly
swung.
right.
We could be staring at a barrel of two for the Australian team here.
Turn the front yellow off.
Yeah, well, that's. I was just Simon's just said turn the front yellow up as well if he's tight. So this will be a positive draw. Tell you what, not a mile away. Shot here. Great shot. He is on fire.
I have nothing to say.
Oh, this is marvellous. Just to give you an idea for you people watching at home, there's 3 of them and there's 1 of me. So I am going to be careful. But this is, you know, in terms of this match, this is a great start for Australia.
Get out.
That's for sure. And it's a pleasure to be here at the moment.
Rightio.
Kiwi commentators here are ducking for some.
One of the things I discovered in
morning
Australia, you know the Pods chocolate.
Yes.
In New Zealand, they were discontinued,
Were they?
which was a calamity because they're delicious.
I hope you wrote a letter.
I didn't write a letter, no. I probably had a strongly worded Facebook post because that's the way people get change.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Yes.
just voice your opinion into the endless void, get people in your echo chamber to agree with you, and you're right. Now I've gone on a rant about Facebook. What was I talking about? Oh, the pods. Yeah, you've got pods in Australia.
We have.
Which I was pleased to discover.
They're very Moorish.
They are. So I've purchased some, procured some pods, and some of the Terry's chocolate orange with the popping candy, and also some little Snickers bars. So it's been it was a successful thing. This is the shortest end we've seen thrown by Australia. I suspect that's an accident.
That was 3 to Australia, and we've got some score updates
Scores,
from
Dave.
Dave.
Score update.
Tell me the good news.
Okay, it's great news for Fluffy at this point. Men's singles, New Zealand 11, Australia 15 after 13 ends.
Tick.
Ladies
That is enough of that.
ladies singles, New Zealand 14, Australia 11 after 16.
Getting closer. It's getting closer.
Oh, Dizza.
Men's fours, New Zealand 5, Australia 10 after 7 ends.
Marvellous.
And ladies fours, New Zealand 5, Australia 9 after 8. So at the moment, Australia are up on all but 1 game. So they've
And
started strong.
And I did say this earlier on. I think it's imperative that we start strong. But look, hell of a long way to go. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Even for this first session, so we are not counting our chickens, that's for sure.
I will not be commentating the next game. Not doing it. I'll just go and be as obnoxious as I can. We see Joy gets a good bowl there if she gets back to the centre line. Good
That's
shot.
handy. That jack will move, we all know that.
Really, really good leading there. We know we've got a shorter end than what we've seen. It's an opportunity for New Zealand to find a way to score. We've got last bowl. You can almost put all your eggs in one basket and then play a shot. As we see, reasonable effort there on the back end. Very good, Julie. Just go through it. I'd have a proper nibble here if you're Sue. On your back end, right through, right back to the corner of the square. If you're tight through the blue, you're going to take the jack bag as well. It's happy days. Overplay this bowl. Great, another chocolate. We're okay. Everything's fine. As we see. Oh, the head's it's quite scattered, isn't it? So it's almost a head where anything can happen.
Yep. Nobody's got shot at the moment, really. It's
Julie on the forehand.
handy home. Kyle's happy with that. As long as the skipper's happy.
So I walked over my grave. It's okay. Just having a.
So do they have hot water bottles here at the hall? We brought our oh, there's a
Great bowl there from
Brilliant.
Snacky. What a bowl.
Great bowl, Suzanne.
Well, that might warm the cockles of your heart.
I'm a
Dave,
little
that
bit
bowl.
warmer now.
I feel better. To be fair. It's great to have the people.
There was a guy walked past with a tape measure and put it on me before, and I was a bit concerned about that.
I had an interesting conversation with a fella after we arrived on the train to Ballarat.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Oh, the
journey
train
for
ride
you.
was nice.
Yes.
It was a nice journey. We
Yes.
arrived with this guy. I had my Boz New Zealand backpack on because it's been sort of easy to take around. He said, "Oh, are you from New Zealand?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah."
Gee, that was perceptive, wasn't it?
Oh, it's great. You know, you can trust them in Ballarat to figure that sort of stuff out. And he said, "Oh, I watch Shortland Street." And I said, "Okay, cool." And then he listed off a number of racing drivers from New Zealand who I did not know.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was a
You
great
could have
chat.
listed off 400 indoor bowlers.
I nearly
from New
did.
Zealand.
But we had to get to lunch, so the conversation was we called it short. Michael Lawson will be looking to improve the last half of this game. Nice to have people tuning in. 176 people are watching this first session.
Fantastic. There you go.
Remember, we can't really put it everywhere. So if you are,
It is on a work day.
yeah,
There's not a lot of work being done
I,
around the place.
I suspect there won't be much work. But if you can, we'd love it if you could just share this video to your personal Facebook profile. You know, it's one of the best ways we can promote our sport is by having it broadcast in this way and just having randoms find it. You know, your mates, people who might not know anything to do with indoor bowls, share it onto your Facebook profile and say, "Check it out. This is as good as it gets." Maybe they might have a go. So if you can, please share it.
Timmy Dowse from Tasmania says hello. Good morning to you too, Timmy.
Excellent.
Thanks for joining us.
So we see 3 bowls past the head, but New Zealand holding 2. Big bowl here from Michael Lawson. They're looking to draw through that split. That's close. That's still
Get
close,
past it.
and he's got booked. His weight was okay, I think.
To ADH Auckland, New Zealand, whoever that may be. We're in sunny, balmy Ballarat, which is in central Victoria.
Absolutely freezing place.
Did you see that, Candace? A penguin just walked past.
We can't get the camera on it. Or is that what your name is for Simon Thomas?
It's an emperor.
So we see Kyle on his forehand here. 2 down on the head, and remember Australia leads 11 points to 3 after 8 ends of 18. 10 to go.
It's just a bit over there.
Overplayed it. So it's just, here's a chance, you know. Simon will be on his forehand now, looking to make it a 3.
Get to that back yellow and flop. That would be brilliant.
There are some very excitable people. Oh! We'll wait until after this, but I've got something new to talk about, which will be good. So we see Simon Thomas on his backhand. Well, he hasn't made it worse, has he?
No.
That's as positive as I can be, Candace.
Yeah.
What's
You've done well.
Kyle's shot here? Yeah, is he just trying to draw it, or do you have a nibble on the backhand
I think
and
he'll
off
just
that
try
last
and draw.
bowl?
He's going well enough to draw it.
Yeah, I
isn't
agree,
he?
Dave. I agree.
I'd be disappointed but not surprised if he drew a toucher. Well, he's let it go, so it's half the battle. So we see it come
He's
back
close.
to the head
He is
here.
close. Hurry. Oh, what an effort.
Good shot.
What an effort.
It's hard to tell who's actually holding there.
Is it too blue?
Can you go any closer, Dave?
Oh, come on, Dave.
I'm praying to all my
Two.
gods and it is too
You're kidding
blue.
yourself, aren't you?
I'm saying too blue and with a huge amount of hope.
I might have to give you one. But
Apparently it is warm in Methven. Oh, from Martin Nordquist, he was the president of New Zealand Bowls. You know Michael Lawson and Simon Thomas both play from Ashburton. You got to say Ashburton with the R.
Burton.
Roll your R properly. So they're deciding now. Oh, I reckon it's an orange, yellow. I think it's a yellow. Can you pick the gap on your backhand? Can you switch the other camera angle, please, Candace? That one. On your backhand at 12 o'clock through that gap. Pluck the yellow out if you're one down.
I think given the circumstances,
Safe as
it
houses.
wouldn't be a bad option.
Well, it's the safest way to get rid of it too, isn't it? You know, yeah.
If they are one down, then he will be attacking.
If you miss wide or narrow, nothing's happening.
Now,
That's
just while
bad.
they're conflabbing here, the weather is 9.5 degrees. It feels like 5.1. So it's not too bad.
So it's
Really.
freezing
It's
cold.
Freezing.
The feeling is now up to, I've got no feeling below the knee.
You're
Is that,
that
Is that the way I'm going to stay in the commentary box for all day, as I literally can't move?
And just for some good news for you, tomorrow is going to get to a high of 9 degrees for the day. So,
Right. So I might be closer than you think here. They've brought in others to have a look at it.
I think it's a yellow. I reckon it's a yellow. And I think we have to pluck it off on the back end through the gap.
I'm with you, Alex. I think it's yellow
and
too.
then get pumped up about that bowl. Yeah, make a bit of noise about it. So we see that he might be doing it on the forehand. That's fine. As long as it goes, I'm happy. On the forehand side, using a square. Here we go. He's past the front.
He's tight.
Oh, please be a blue.
I think Joey thought it was one the yellow.
So we're seeing.
How good are Joy's eyes, Dave, when she married you?
Well, better than. Well,
that could go either way.
Goodness gracious.
They've clearly got better when she started.
Oh yeah, we're going to see a measure here. I suspect we have 4 umpires, don't we? Yeah,
We do. There are 2 from each country
that are working at this international event.
That's correct.
See Lawson, the Matt Black's logo on the back. Oh, you can't actually because you've seen his hands. Probably a better thing. Measuring the flat bowl and the yellow bowl first. Go between 2. Now, what I was going to say before is you do have a dual international playing here, but he's played for Australia in curling.
Yes,
he's
that would
done
be
curling.
Angus Young.
Yes.
Correct.
And bowls. How good is that? What a mix. So I play
his first time in the side. He was reserve last time.
I play a bit of indoor and outdoor with some sisters, Chelsea Farley and Tessa Farley, and they have competed for New Zealand in curling, and they knew him through that.
Yeah, right.
And I convinced Tessa to play indoor bowls, and we had a bit of success this year. I was talking about indoor. She said,
one blue there. Yeah.
Good news. She mentioned Angus, and I knew his name, and I saw him made the team. So I think it's cool that all those sister sports, it's transferable skills, isn't it? It's a target sport.
You can't miss him. He's a big boy.
He's not short.
No. He doesn't mind an upshot every now and then.
18.5 degrees in Methven, which is in goodness knows where in the middle of
the start of spring today, guys.
It's freezing in Ballarat. I can't see. I look around and I see what appears to not be anything near a heater. There's light.
There's a beautiful heat pump in the supper room on the other side.
We've got electricity and
absolutely nothing here.
And we've got light. We've got internet. So that's
there is
cool.
electricity in Ballarat. That is true.
Yeah. So we're kicking goals.
So one blue there. So that's great. So this is you've got 9 ends played.
I'm taking my jacket off. That's how warm I am.
So we're halfway through. 9 ends played, and New Zealand trails 4 points to 11.
Big second half needed here by
it is, isn't it?
It's a nice start by Keisha.
It's extremely doable, but we do need to. You probably want to be thinking we want to win 3 ends for every 1 end that we drop.
Yep.
That's the sort of ratio, and if it's required run rate.
From the Australian perspective, just keeping those heads tight. Really, that's that's what you're looking at.
Great bowl there from Joy Archer.
Very good bowl.
Great shot on her forehand. So we see Kylie, which is that person's name? Keisha
Pearson.
Who's Kylie? Oh, that's our reserve for New Zealand. Keisha.
And what you've been calling the other skip.
Great bowl. Brilliant, Keisha. Great shot.
Well, a great shot there from Keisha, whose name I definitely didn't forget.
Keisha and her mum Fiona, who's playing in the singles this morning. They're from a town called Mount Gambier, which is just over the Victorian border. So hello to our friends from Mount Gambier who might be watching.
Oh, great shot here from Smacky. Good bowl. It's pretty cool that there's a mother and daughter playing in the same Australian team.
We've also got Shanae Zaporosik, who's reserve. That's Julian Simon's daughter.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's a real family affair. Seems to be in the blood.
Absolutely. Here's Julie.
Great shot,
good
Julie.
shot there.
Very good. They just keep it tight here. Relax. Keep controlling the tempo.
So we see Smacky on the back end. Good angle there, you can see. So she's thinking just underneath that orange, the yellow, underneath that, the bowl that is Australia's.
Get down. No.
Not quite. I'm not even sure if it's my colour blindness. I think I might just be confused. It's hard to tell.
You're a bit out of sorts, are you, Alex?
Oh, I don't know. Goodness knows. It's a red-green colourblind, but it works with purple and blue and yellow and green and brown and all the other things. Fun
Close
times.
here.
Down
Touch.
it comes.
Oh, very good.
Oh,
Very
good
good.
shot. Great ball there. One thing I did discover, and quite a few people are colourblind, so this might be revelation to anyone listening who is colourblind. But if you're red-green colourblind, we see satay and peanut butter as green.
Really?
And it is very surprising to learn that it is apparently not green. Peanut butter.
This was quite the conversation we had.
Peanut butter's green, I'm telling you. I've seen it my entire life. It's the same colour as that mat, which I'm hoping is green. You know, but apparently it's a really common thing for red green colourblind people to think that satay and peanut butter is
Does
green.
that mean you can't drive?
No, I can drive. I just know the bottom one means go and the top one means stop. It's no worries.
I'm just a bit concerned, considering how you see yellow and orange bowls. You might get concerned.
I wouldn't be worried, but yeah, peanut butter is green, and that was staggering. I only learnt it 2 or 3 years ago.
There you go.
Maybe not even
I don't
that.
even think it was that long ago.
It was a staggering revelation.
It's a big bowl here from Michael.
That it isn't.
Just sort of struggled the first half.
Here we go. On his forehand, as we see.
Easy here.
How's the weight? It's
It's not overly wrapped.
when stuff like that happens, you almost think about changing the sort of shot you're going to play. We've seen a lot of bowls drawing to points with the threes bowls. Maybe we might see Simon call Michael to play through stuff, or find a plant to play, or move bowls up instead of trying to play a precision bowl.
Yep.
It's all these bowlers. There's no bowler here that can't play every shot.
No, that's why they're here.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're playing lead 2, 3 or skip, you can play every shot. But so sometimes it's just about changing what your skill set is and just look for something else. And we see Simon Thomas here on his forehand, big bowl. He'll be looking to rest those yellow bowls. If he's a bit tight, he's moving the jack back. Here we go. Clears the front, he's got it. Disappointing. As we see Kyle French here looking to draw one close and be pretty upsetting in doing so. On his forehand, out of his hand, absolutely lovely. That's a beautifully delivered bowl. And look at that line. That's the line you want to take. So we're going to see this bowl curl around the head. What a shot there.
What a shot.
That's actually top-notch stuff there. Great bowling from the Australians.
Have a look at that on the big screen.
Now, this is why we pay Simon nothing. But why he's skipping, because he's going to play a good shot here. I was going to say the big bucks, but that would be an exaggeration.
He's in the area.
That's the line. So watch it come back into the head. Here we go.
Down. Kyle's got another one here. Gee, this is a huge bowl.
Simon, I think it is fair to say, played that bowl really well and got the worst possible result. Like, he's gutsed it square. Hopefully it's one. He would have been just wishing it. He's probably 3 inches heavy. 3 inches less weight. It would have started breaking a bit earlier. Big bowl here from Kyle French.
He's played well so far.
I cannot see him missing this. Oh,
come on, fella. Very good.
Yep.
And I'll keep talking because I think the other three are just taking it all in.
Let's just hope that it's one. Let's hope it's a one yellow. One yellow.
This afternoon.
I'm not
What's for
I'm not commentating. I'm going to be. I'll go roving and be just loud and obnoxious supporter.
Look, it may only be one. I'm trying to build up your spirits here.
If it is only one, Kyle's actually got really unlucky with that bowl.
He's played a great shot. I mean, as you said, with Simon as well, played a good bowl, and you don't always get the result. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
A great shot. As we see some measuring happen. 2. It's not the plan.
One thing I'm not great at, I must say, Alex, is measuring.
I would like measuring with calipers, but I find it really stressful to measure indoor with the outdoor tape measure.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a traumatic experience. I was playing a rep game for Auckland. I was playing for Auckland then. We were playing Tauranga in a rep match. We were, I don't know, 4 or 5 up last end or something. And the opposition played a bowl and I conceded 3, and we had to measure the next 4 or 5. And I got the tape and I went to extend it and I moved the jack.
Whoops.
And we dropped to 7. That sort of stuff sticks with you. Oh, it hurts. Have we got some updates, do we? Well, not yet. I've jumped the gun there.
You've jumped the gun.
Did we get 2 there, Dave?
3.
3.
That's the wrong answer to that question.
Magnificent.
So we see Joy. This is a good ball here from Joy Archer.
Great
Good
shot
shot
Joy.
there.
Great shot.
So we're going to see a strong. Well, they need to change the game plan, don't they? In this last 8 ends, we're 10 points down. They're good enough. We will see some different shots. If a stand up is on for Simon, he'll play it. You know, that sort of thing. You just want to go. Look, we've been slightly. You know, if Australia's 100%, we've been at 85.
Yep.
Slightly outplayed. Just that enough to be consistently
I think that the key is the front 3 for New Zealand.
Yeah.
They can pick up that 10%.
Yep.
Simon's going to get him there.
That's all. It's just that little
Right
bit
in
of a
the
change.
He just needs a bit more.
This is a good start here from
support.
Joy Archer. Good bowl. Good shot there. That's 2 good bowls. That's a good foundation. It's a good place to start. We just need Smacky just to play 1.5 effective bowls here, and we can move on as we go to Dave now
Tell
for
me
the
the good news,
updates on the
Dave. Tell me the
scores.
good news.
Okay. Yeah, good news. Men's singles, New Zealand 15, Australia 16.
Oi.
After 17, so that's closed
It
up.
is,
They're
it's
playing
closed up.
25 ends,
That's correct.
so that's anybody's. Ladies singles, New Zealand 24, Australia 11. After 22,
Wow.
so we could just about call that one.
I think so.
Men's
Reluctantly.
fours, New Zealand 7, Australia 15 after 9, so they're halfway. And ladies fours, New Zealand 9, Australia 12 after 10. So some of them have closed up a bit.
They have.
You see the captain of the Australian side here, Julie, on the backhand.
Mighty effort there.
Here we go. Good ball here from Suzanne Mackey on her backhand.
So tell me this.
Yes.
Alex. You're playing a lot of events out of Waikato
Yes.
and winning a lot of events out of Waikato.
Some events, yeah.
Are you living there now? Or
No.
are you travelling up?
No, I just travel. I live
Might as
in
well be.
a place called Mount.
Yeah.
I live at Mount
Spend more
Roscoe.
time there than you do up north.
It's not too far, really. It's maybe an hour and 20 minutes
Yes.
to sort of toot down to the Waikato Centre.
I've done that drive before.
Yeah, it's a good centre, good people. I
They are.
sort of enjoy
Yep.
the challenge of playing against a centre with a lot of depth. It's sort of hard things to win. So I'm grateful to have had a little bit of success there.
I've thoroughly enjoyed my visit over to Waikato for a bowls tournament
Yes. Yeah.
5 years ago now.
I think you heavily contributed to a quiz. Is my recollection. We were very grateful.
And the profits over the bar.
Happy
Bit
days.
of weight here.
Here we go, Michael. Get it clean, yeah.
Great
Great
bowl.
shot.
Great bowl.
Good bowl. That's the sort of thing that can sometimes turn a game, well, not a
Yep.
game around, but for the individual.
Yes.
Michael's like, I've just played absolutely. I couldn't
Yep.
have played that any better.
Yep.
I'm on fire now.
Confidence. Yeah, absolutely.
Just you've got to find ways to motivate yourself and find that extra 10%, as you said. So we really focusing on playing a perfect bowl here. Go bang bang. Here I am.
He's got that out of the system, and now he can go back to
Here we go. You know,
what he knows.
Australia can. Well, the first bowl was really good.
Gee.
First one was good. We just need to hope that Kalmas is
Reminds me a lot of
It's-
myself, Alex.
The first
Play one-
bowl or the second bowl?
Well, bit of both. Play one good one, one bad one.
Oh dear. So we see Kyle here on his backhand. God, what New Zealand would do for him to actually miss one? Just once.
Just once.
Be nice. On his backhand. A nice wide heart. Gets the swing hand that side. We see he'll chuck it right out. Yep, he's chucked it out. Watch this one come back.
Come on, son. Get down.
Oh, nearly played it perfect, but not quite. So here's a chance. Big ball here from Simon Thomas. We want to be scoring a 2 or 3 here.
Thanks to everyone who's sharing the post.
Brilliant, yes.
Around the country.
It's the sort of stuff we want to see.
Keep doing it. Don't just do it once. Keep doing it throughout the week.
Down you come, Simon. He's just gutsed a couple of bowls, Slightly overplayed. Not a reasonable hitter. You know, Cole's going to have to play a good bowl to get a shot.
He is. We've said that a few times though, Alex, haven't we?
Oh, I've said it more than once, and it's happened more than once. Simon Zaporosek just indicating me
Does he change his hand here and try and pump that yellow up?
Yeah, he's looking at that yellow that you can see at 12 o'clock on your screen.
Yep.
Get it square, or more the outside half of it,
yep,
into that blue split the jack over to the left. I love that Daniel French is wearing sunglasses inside. I think that's some top notch.
Gives you an
It's a
idea
very
of how
Kiwi
warm it
thing,
is,
isn't it? Yeah. Here we go.
It's close here.
Lovely weight here.
Oh, wowza.
Good bowl.
One down, I'd say.
Oh, I thought it was going to sit down for one. Tell me we've got the point.
Mighty effort.
That was a great shot there from
Hey,
Kyle.
it's a good bowl.
How come they get coffee? Do we have a coffee card?
I'm sure we have instant.
That's
Instant in the
that wasn't
the
my
supper room.
that was not my question. I think the tea that you find at bowls is unique to bowls, isn't it? I often wonder where they got it from. I think it's the sweepings off the floor. I usually just use them as hand warmers.
I'm not usually one for drinking tea. when
Cup
I'm
of tea,
playing
cup of
bowls.
tea, and a biscuit, super wine.
Something cold normally.
Okay, here we go. We've scored a point. Time to do something. I don't know what it is, but it's time to do something.
What length will they be looking at? We haven't had a really, really short one, to be fair.
We haven't had a very short one. We haven't had a really long one.
No, it's
so
all been in the middle, hasn't it?
either of those things will literally change the green that the thing takes. If it's a shorter end, it'll be slightly less green. If it's a longer end, it'll be slightly more green. I'd go short, but we've gone long, which is fine. It's either one or the other, isn't it? You know, that's what you want to be doing. So this will mean that the bowls have, because they are travelling over a longer distance, you're going to have to take slightly more green on both hands. We've got 190 people tuning in on their workday.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, I'd fair enough. I can recall the 2009 great bowl there from
Beautiful
Joy.
bowl.
Great shot. 2019 Trans-Tasman. I was delivering a coaching session at a school as part of their PE program. We used to run bowls at the school, and I had my phone going on a bleacher watching Terry play the singles.
Yep.
That was exciting. I probably didn't give them the best bowls experience
Listen,
there, those
A
pupils.
little bit preoccupied.
As we see Joy on her backhand again, one right on it. We've seen Keisha's first sort of ineffective bowl, and that it's off the mat. Run it out, Joy. Good bowls.
Great bowls.
We've got a really impartial commentary.
Yes. If you took a photo of the commentary box at the moment, there's one person resting on their bowls just relaxed, and the other three are on the edge of their seats.
Really impartial commentary box. Yeah, good chat.
Great shot by Keisha. Very good.
I mean, how classy is that from Keisha, having hiffed the bowl off the end of the mat?
Great composure.
Just to go,
Yep.
I know what weight green I need.
Yep.
I'll play a good
Got
shot.
that zen. Looking to get to that shot bowl is Jules. Julie turned 50.
Are you allowed to say that?
I am.
Okay.
I've just said it.
Too late,
Yes,
isn't it?
way too late.
The moment has passed.
We every Nationals we always have a birthday party with her. Great shot, Julie.
Great shot.
Brilliant. Wonderful bowl.
Well, that you've just touched on one of the other wonderful things about both Sports Centre and Outdoor Code is the social aspect of it, isn't it? We have a shared passion in the sport.
Absolutely.
But outside of the sport, there's lots of time to get to know, and such a diverse range of people as well, because anyone can play bowls, can't they?
That's exactly right. And the big thing about our nationals, like once you start going to nationals, after 2 years off through COVID and stuff, it was really good just to see people again. The bowls was almost a byproduct.
Yeah.
It was just good to see everyone and reunite old friendships and make new ones. And it's one of the good things about the game.
Yeah, I'm grateful to. I think it's a helpful sport. If you're a younger person, I think one of the positives is it teaches a little bit of communication skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
You learn how to talk to people of different generations to you.
Couldn't agree more.
At any bowls event, 3 or 4 different generations. You can literally be 10 or you could be 90. So you sort of learn, and you get to hear some pretty cool stories and meet some really cool people in the sport who've done lots of interesting things. So I think it's just a good personal development situation.
You can learn a lot from older people.
Simon and Michael talk. It's a real shame there's a yellow bowl there, isn't it?
Well, yeah. That was a cracker from Julie.
It was a
just to
great
get it
shot.
in that spot. And Australia's got 2 off the mat.
Apart from that, New Zealand, the head's gone quite well. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a 2-part shot.
you'd think he'd look through that front blue just to try and move that yellow
Fold
out.
stuff
just a
out,
tad.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. 194. If we could crack the 200 mark in the first round, I'd be pretty pleased. Share it with the people.
Okay, we've got our first result, people. So ladies singles all over, 29-12, played their 25 ends.
Brilliant. Is that where we're finishing the results? We can just call it
No, that's it.
Cool.
Finished.
One to New
I
Zealand.
think we should call the test match finished. And we've won 29-12.
We've got about another hour left on this game.
Oh dear. As we see Simon Zap on the back end, they are quite smart, these new uniforms. I prefer them to your older ones.
I like the old ones, but I'm a bit I'm not big on change.
Well, I can vaguely remember what your old ones look like, and I think these ones look good. I might be just talking out of a hole in my head, to be fair.
Hey, if we win the test match, I don't care what we wear.
Yeah, cool. I do like the New Zealanders have always travelled in number 1s. We always travel in they have a blazer, New Zealand blazer, and the tie and the thing. I've always thought that was quite a cool little feature.
Victorian
of the
stateside, we have a blazer. Yeah.
I think it's nice to have. I think I sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? I was a bit sad to see the demise of the blazer. Not an everyday, because indoor everyone used to jump in their blazers. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think it's nice to have a club or centre or national blazer to wear. For lots of, it's nice to take to prize giving, but also if a member passes or you need to go to some sort of formal gathering. I just think it looks better if you're in a blazer than in a club shirt.
I play outdoor at the oldest club in Australia, Melbourne Bowling Club, and I got given a club tie the other day, so I'll be tending to wear that every now and then.
Very cool.
Which is pretty cool.
When was that founded?
1864. Yeah, so 160th coming up in a couple of years' time.
Not bad.
So, but I agree. It's nice to have some of the traditions remain.
Yeah, I think it's good to see. As we see Zap on the forehand, going to roll one of the blue ones up. Tell me that has set up something.
That yellow's going nowhere at the moment.
That's the wrong answer. If there's anything to hit, we'll hit it. I mean, it would just be a shame if he had second and third and four.
Outside blue, the one on the line, he may just shift
Rolls
it a little.
They can see the angles better than we can. If there's something to be found, they will. Otherwise, we'll see someone play a 2-part shot where he'll play 2 or 3 feet over with his first bowl to sit some bowls down and change it around, and then with his last one, see if he can rip something off. But it's one of our better heads. We've got second, third, and fourth. It would be a shame to waste it, particularly considering the fact that we are trailing by 9 points and we have 18 to go. All these people are just telling us how warm it is in New Zealand, which I appreciate it, so I'm glad you're warm. It's nice. Congratulations. Yeah, you're literally taking jacket off.
Yeah.
Madness.
Just chilling out.
At least I'm feeling in my hands.
I'm chilling out in a completely different sense.
Here we go. Simon Thomas on his forehand, looking for a bit of movement. Needs it to get down that little bit. Woo. No, that's it was the weight was perfect. It was probably half bowl wide.
Just feeling it a bit, isn't he? Like Simon, he's putting the bowls in the area,
So
but
every
they're
chance,
not
yeah.
quite getting. You feel like he's one good bowl away from
Not those perfect bowls.
getting onto it. It's just not quite happening.
Just Angela Frost has tuned in, and I think that's a very apt.
Sure.
What an apt person to tune in with a last name like that. The score, Julie, is 5 points to New Zealand,
Here we
14
go.
points to Australia after 11
Hello to you,
ends.
Julie, too.
Has
Yeah.
this set up a split
Yeah,
here?
Kyle's played a really good bowl, but hopefully it sets something up. Be good. They played a lot of bowls together, these two. Yeah, Michael just indicating that's the bowl to hit. Probably on your forehand, I feel. And hopefully the Jack doesn't crunch back
I
too
didn't
much.
realise they were from the same centre. There you go.
They are, yeah, Ashburton. Simon played a lot of his early bowls in Canterbury, but they play out of the Ashburton Centre together. They've won a couple of national titles together as well, I think. As we see Simon on his forehand here. Here we go. This is it.
We've
On its
played-
way. Come back.
If we've got one here, I'd be pretty happy with it if I was Kyle.
Well, I think you probably got one, and I think you're going to be happy with it. Do you throw your bowls away, or do you try and do something with them?
If you asked my best mate Jack, he would say I don't
just
throw
hand
enough
it up.
bowls away.
He's carrying it up.
So that might answer your question.
Okay, very cool. I used to chuck my bowl away, but I now I try and practice blocks now.
Okay.
But I wonder how helpful that is. I don't know,
Yeah,
because it might
no,
accidentally show someone else how to
Giving
play
it
a block.
away easily.
Sometimes I play it and don't really play it just to scare the bejesus out of.
That's
your
always a
mate.
funny one, although I have seen that go wrong. I've seen one work off a wing bowl.
Oh yeah.
I've also seen someone kick a bowl into the head from the end. That wasn't that much fun. It's always good. So we see what happened there. 1 to the Australian team. So they now lead. Is that updated? No. 16. 16-5 after 12 ends. 6 ends to go. Last 6 ends.
15-5, is it not?
15.
Yep.
If that was
We're
one.
only 10 in front, not 11 in front, Alex. Yeah.
Oh. That's good. That's great news.
Just try and perk up their spirits here.
Brilliant. That's made my day. We'll see Joy on the back end by the looks. Oh no, I was going to say something else and I've forgotten what it was. It's not that helpful.
So did you have any? Did the team get together to have any practices before coming over to Australia? Or
No, they weren't able to due to things and stuff. You know, the pandemic situation.
Right.
They weren't able to gather before. So the team was named, and we have 6 or 8 mats in New Zealand. I don't know. We've got some mats from 1983 when the first international that are shipped around different centres.
Yep.
Like zone, so the players have been practicing on the mats for some time, but when they arrived in Ballarat on Saturday or Sunday, that would have been the first time they were together as a team. They've been practicing every day since then. It's always interesting to take the international mat. All the players will have international mat in different zones, but usually they'll have a practice during a club night, or there might be an event and there's an international mat down. There's usually a lot of the domestic bowlers sort of check it out and have a look, because it is quite different to our domestic game. You'd appreciate that, having played on the on the quicker mats. It's a big change for the players, and you see some of them have to change their deliveries and some of them don't. It's just whatever seems to fit.
For our Australian viewers, a club night in New Zealand is almost like our pennant nights for indoor. It's more social though, isn't it?
Yeah, more social, usually. So you in indoor bowls in New Zealand, you join up to a club that's played over the winter months from say March till October if it's a longer season than most. And you usually tune up on a club night and just play pairs, triples or fours, but that club will hold championship singles, pairs, triples and fours on specific nights, and some clubs have little competitions during the year. So I used to play out of a club called Gate Par in Tauranga. We had maybe 10 club nights, and the rest of them were different events like pun bowl triples or carousel triples or 2-4-2, Aussie pairs, which no one seems to like.
I think Aussie pairs.
I think we find it too much walking the Australian pairs, the 2-2-2-2.
Oh, I love walking pairs.
I quite like it. I think it's a better game than 2-4-2, but
Yeah, I agree.
it's fine. So we see the head here, probably favouring Australia again, depending on what Simon does. We're lucky that it's a short end. There's plenty of, all the Jack needs to do is move a little bit. I can smell like a pie or a sausage roll or something.
Yep.
No, sausage and bread, I think you're probably smelling. I saw the
Snags.
menu. So
A snag.
We call them
Snag.
snags.
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 Oh my goodness.
Well, at least all I'll say is your accent is better than the South African one. We can be grateful for that small mercy. So we see Michael here on his forehand with weight.
Close.
Sit. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we've still got, there's so much room. It's about, we can see we've got the 3 blue balls at the back.
Yep.
It's about how you get it there so that Simon can tuck it around the corner on the backhand, isn't it?
I think, Simon will be trying to nestle that Jack in here. Take that front blue out of play.
As we see a bit of conversation.
And I also like, we call party pies like your savouries. We call them party pies, but you call them savouries.
Savouries. What's a party pie?
It's
The little ones.
It's a little pie.
It's a
You
pie.
have at parties.
A pie in the distance. A pie very far away. Savouries.
I
Yeah.
got told off for saying party pie when I wanted to.
I wouldn't be very happy with that. You've got fairy bread, eh? Do we both do fairy bread? Is that a joint?
With the sprinkles.
Yeah, the sprinkles.
Kids eat fairy bread.
Kids eat fairy bread, yeah. Nothing wrong with fairy bread. I'll give you the Lamington, though. You guys invented the Lamington.
Got some scores here from Dave.
Oh, okay.
Score updates.
Probably
Let's
more
get
interesting than
closing
food.
up some of these guys, so people at home will be interested in the update. The men's singles is still anyone's at this stage. New Zealand 18, Australia 19 after 21. So that's been close for quite a while. Ladies singles we've given you is finished, and that's a win to New Zealand. The men's fours, New Zealand 9, Australia 16 after 11, so that's closed up a little bit. And the ladies fours, New Zealand 13, Australia 12, so they've taken the lead.
That's
in
really
that
closed
game.
up.
Close here, close. Great shot there from Michael Lawson.
Great bowl.
Great bowl there. That's what we're talking about. Resetting the head, popping the Jack back. They've got the position there to try and capitalise on now. Big bowl there.
So ladies fours 13-12 to New Zealand after 12.
Big change in the ladies fours. It must have been a shot played by someone.
Australia had the momentum early.
Dale and... Is Monica your ladies four skip? Who's your ladies four skip?
Yes.
Yeah, Dale and Monica both veterans of the international.
Monica, the legend.
I actually meant to. I'll put it up after the international. I found Monica's debut on television. I've got a video of it.
Oh, I want to see that.
And Rotorua
Yes.
in either 91, 3 or 5.
How did you come across that?
Don't know. Well, I've got it on video.
Oh, I'm excited.
Uh,
I will be the first to watch it.
And it was a triples. She skipped the ladies triples.
Okay.
And it was very impressive. Very good game. It came down to the last bowl.
Okay.
Worth
Don't
watching.
tell me who won.
No, it's worth watching. I was impressed. Some New Zealand legends in that one as well. It was Wynette McLaughlin, Sue Meyer, and
Is that a
another
relation
person.
of Russell Meyer?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, right.
But kudos for knowing that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was hosted in Rotorua. I
Okay.
think I sort of was either VHS player that I can convert to digital things. So I sort of known if anyone has any old indoor bowls or bowls tapes, I'll take them and convert them. So I will have picked it up somewhere along
Magnificent.
the travels. So
Oh, I
it
look
was,
forward to watching that.
It's a good game. So we see Kyle French
Kyle's
just playing such good bowls.
shot here. That's a good shot. Very good.
Good bowl. It's a staggered bowl, isn't it? So it means that it reduces the area that Simon can do anything to. If he's got second shot, he'll be looking to get rid of the orange. Is that easier?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get rid of both oranges if you go square through.
Probably
I'm
probably
an
wanted
optimist,
to be at the
Candice.
top of the box there. But that's okay.
Yeah, so the decision here is that we're drawing for one. If we've got second shot, you can get rid of the shot orange for a two if you sit and stay.
Yep. The Australian bowl. Yep.
Yellow. That's actually ridiculous.
It is.
I'm not even convinced it's my eyes. I think it's I just blame myself.
Like they're not quite the yellow we have at home.
No,
They're darker yellow, are they?
Yeah, they're an unusual yellow, but they're definitely yellow.
they're almost
They're
not
the
a
same
canary
colour
yellow.
as
Yes.
that
No.
and that. That's okay. We're all good. Everyone understands what I'm saying.
Simon's going
Simon
for the
on the
Play
forehand.
ball.
Close, close.
Go, you little thing. Tell me we have second
Wanted
shot.
them both.
If we didn't have second shot, he was going for them both.
One yellow.
Okay. Well, does it become...
The other thing for our viewers at home, I mean, each event is best of 3,
Yeah.
but the shots are important.
Well, there's a decision to be made now from
Yep.
Simon and Michael as to whether we're playing
Yep.
low percentage high risk bowls to score numbers,
Yep.
or whether we want to try and score the last 5 ends. Just 1 or 2 on the last 5 ends,
Yep.
and get your ends and points up.
Because everything becomes vital if there's a draw in one of the 3 matches. Great shot by Keisha.
Great shot there from
She's done it
Keisha.
again.
Good bowl.
It's making it look easy.
So we see Joy on the back end. Oh, slightly overplayed that bowl. I cannot overstate how cold it is.
I have to get a cooler t-shirt at the moment.
So got any beers here in the venue, do you know?
Any-
Because Candice was quite keen on going to the ice spa in Melbourne. So, we've got it here, really. We want
We're
We're just missing the cocktails.
Absolutely
We've got
ridiculous.
the ice.
As we see Joy on her back end. Good ball there.
Very good shot.
So we're just keeping an eye on the men's singles. I think it's one of the last ends, and it's pretty close. Daniel French led off, which would indicate he's won the difference last time, so it could be a square.
Tight head.
We're just keeping an eye on that one.
So on screen now is the men's singles.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I wasn't looking at that. So the jack is backed by the orange and the blue.
Okay.
So we should see an orange bowl coming, the yellow bowl. For goodness sake. The yellow bowl coming into shot now. Both a bit short.
Notice Ian
Side
Ogilvy
time.
is playing the singles. He just shows no emotion at all. You wouldn't know whether he was holding or
He just won your national men's singles, didn't he?
He did. And Monica Corn, who we were referring to before, she won the lady singles for the 18th time.
Fair effort.
Yeah. If there was a Hall of Fame for indoor bowls, Monica would be arguably the first inductee.
Oh, she's incredible. I used to talk about Monica and was it Chris Dubbin from Tasmania was one of your best men.
Yes, Daddy was running the Nationals last week.
Oh, cool. So he still plays indoor?
I don't know whether he plays, but he was certainly
Dabbles.
involved. Yeah, he plays outdoor still.
So remember he retired from
Yep.
international play in indoor bowls.
Yep.
Very successful. He's one of the most successful ones. He's won a lot of medals.
I'm just going to ask Glenn a question. Is Ian holding shot? Do you know?
So it's 2019 to Daniel French, and they've played 22.
Excellent.
Okay, so they've still got 2 ends after this.
So we see Sam on the forehand. New Zealand trailing by 11 points in this game after 13 ends.
Just while we're at it, Dave's going to not want me to say this, but David
Hang on, I'm
Archer,
just going to put it on mute.
David Archer brought all of this apparatus over for this to be done.
Great
So
ball there.
huge thanks to Dave and his team. So yes, they would appreciate anyone sharing this because they've gone to a lot of effort to make it happen for us.
Absolutely.
Just a bit shy
See
there.
a
Simon.
wild chance here for a couple of points.
Said with his tongue in his cheek.
Yeah, I wouldn't be putting it past Kyle. He's just been drawing absolutely amazing. So
Ah,
getting his team out of trouble.
I don't think anyone can argue. The Australian team has just played some pretty good bowls. So
It's dead level now in the men's singles.
for New Zealand, it's just about trying to tick over the ends, and if an opportunity does arise for a number, we'll take it. But there's 5 ends to go. You trail by 11. It's just about see if you can score 1 or 2, 3 ends in a row and see what happens from there. It's more about momentum than points. You're better to score an end than a couple of points at this stage. If this bowl stops, it's good. Good bowl. Here we go on the crossover. New Zealand holding 1.5. See if Kyle is able to do what he's been doing all game. Just chuck one real close.
Yeah, chalk and cheese to him at the moment. Seeing the jack like a beach ball.
On the forehand. At least he's got a New Zealand delivery.
That he does.
So look for the positives. Let it go. How's his weight? Very close here from Kyle. I'll never know.
Not quite.
Who stood in front of the camera?
It's Michael.
Here we go.
Just got caught up.
Bowl here from Simon Thomas on his backhand. How's his weight now? Up and over on that one.
Yeah,
Not
I
quite.
thought he was a tad shy.
So we
Maybe
just
not
be
quite.
nice and conservative here for Australia. No need to play any shots, eh? You drop a one, you drop a one.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just see
He
Kyle
could.
on.
I mean, he
on
could
his
get it
forehand.
off that wing bowl though. He could get that.
Yeah,
get
I mean,
that
there's a
jack
couple
back.
of shots on.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be very tempted to hit something, but that's just me.
Yeah. It's just over the
I'm,
draw, really.
I'm not known for my conservative play.
No,
I'll look
that is noted.
I'll look for something to have a nibble at, but that's fine. Sometimes it works, Sean.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's all I need. Work 1 of 5 times, I'll take it and go cool.
Absolutely.
That must be the right thing to do. To see Kyle here.
He's close here. Close.
Oh, what a shot. Front blue? Does the front blue work? Does it chip off the yellow? Tell me the front blue works.
Without getting the jack.
If it chips off the yellow, that's amazing. Oh, what about the other blue? The blue, that one. The one at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Onto that orange. Boom, boom. I mean, for no other reason than to get rid of some frustration.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at.
Because you have to play a perfect bowl to try and score 1.
Yeah.
In this game, if it's killed, the end is replayed. Who has the end if you...
The team that scored the end before.
Okay.
It just starts again.
I
Yep.
think we're going to see a big bowl here.
It'll be a penalty
Yeah. Yeah.
if it did go off,
Yeah.
which would be ideal because it'd be 4-shot penalty.
No,
So.
I reckon if there's a chance for a stand-up, it's now. We've got last bowl. You want to smack... Yeah, that one that he's pointing at. Sort of roughly where the B is on the matte blacks. Sort of down and through.
Yep.
Would be the bowl.
Going to
Here
be
we
a
go.
stand up
Big
here.
chance
Watch your feet.
Oh, here we go.
Hope
now.
we don't lose the
Australians,
camera.
Big
watch
chance
this.
here.
This is going to
At
be
12
amazing.
At the 12 o'clock. I hope it's amazing. Here we go.
Maybe.
Now, in Australian
happened?
indoor bowls, you couldn't do that. So I hope everyone who is from Australia really enjoyed that. Because I did. It was great.
1 yellow.
That was so close. It was a great effort
I don't
from
think
Simon
he threw
Thomas.
it hard enough.
No, he could have hit it harder. He hit the right area.
He did. No, it was a
Gave
great
him
shot.
every chance.
Great shot.
It is great. I'm disappointed on your behalf that that's not something you're allowed to do in Australian
Yeah,
bowls.
true enough.
It's a legitimate shot, and you've got a good. I prefer your kill rules are better than ours.
Yep.
In that it dissuades people from intentionally, like we can run the
Yeah.
ends out. If you kill it in our game, the end ticks over. So
Yep.
I'd
Yep.
kill it, you get 2 points, but the end goes.
Yep.
So if I'm 10 up with 2 or 3 to go, I can just go kill
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
games.
yeah.
You guys have a really good rule in that doesn't happen.
Yep.
So you've already got a good rule in place. I don't understand why you're not allowed to hit
That,
with
well,
it.
yeah, neither can I, to be fair.
Tell someone.
It has been discussed, but nothing has happened. Yeah.
You'll get there. It's interesting looking back to the genesis of that rule.
We've got the last bowl of the men's singles coming up here, and it looks like Yellow's holding.
Is it the last bowl of the
Do
game?
you think it's the last bowl, though?
Not the
I
game,
think
just the
there's
end.
one more end
Yeah, one
after
more end,
this. I
hopefully.
think they tied
Good.
the last end, so Daniel's one up.
Okay, you see Inogovu here, reigning international singles champion. He's got a 3. So we're going to see a 3-point difference on the last end. Should we just watch that entire end, do you think? Or
2. So Daniel was one up. So one more.
Ian's
okay,
one up
folks,
last
so
end.
what we're going to do is stick with this singles game for this end, and we'll flick back to the mixed fours after that. The game in the mixed fours is 5-17 to Australia with 4 ends to go, so we'll stick with this final end of the first game of the Trans-Tasman men's singles. Look at that pressure. Just chuck the jack off the end of the mat.
They are really clutching at straws, ladies and
So the
gentlemen.
way,
Moved it off
we're
the end
reading
of the
this, Alex, is this is the last end.
Yeah.
Ian is one up.
Yeah.
Daniel will have last bowl.
Yeah.
And they've been neck and neck for about the last 8 or 9
Yeah,
ends.
pretty
So
exciting.
terrific game.
No, good fight back by Daniel.
Ogilvy's been pretty dominant in that men's singles berth for the Trans-Tasman.
He has,
Last
yeah.
few, last test match he played really well. I
He
think he
did.
had 6 out of 6. We see his first ball here on his backhand.
Looks tight. Mate.
Bit of pressure. Daniel.
He actually showed a bit of emotion then, eh? He threw his arm. That's
Wow.
about as much as you get from him.
You get similar stuff from Daniel
So
French.
His eyes like, may as well
Fly
be
up on his
known as the
forehand.
Iceman.
We're watching another French as well. He's a cousin to
Yes, correct.
Kyle. See on his forehand. Look at that big green they're having to take. And that was almost not enough. So just a reminder, this game we're watching, last end of the men's singles. Australia leads by 1 with the yellow bowls.
Well done, Alex.
Thank you.
Doing it for the sandwiches. Well done.
The non-blues.
The ones that aren't blue and that look like they're orange to me and me alone apparently.
Needs to hurry there.
Here we go. Got a sniff.
I'd say Daniel's holding there.
So.
Yeah, the blue would be holding.
Daniel on his forehand. I think this is his third international appearance. Maybe his 4th. Here we go. To go from the Otago centre.
Well, it's looking pretty good.
Clean run.
Close.
Great shot there from Daniel French. Good ball.
Holding 2.
We've got a horrifically sounding pig
Now,
in the crowd.
This is where Ian usually comes to the fore. The pressure bowl is on.
This goes boom.
He plays a bomb, so you may see him.
So we see.
They're still going forehand. He may even just look to get second shot.
So he's
you know.
game down here, isn't he?
Yes.
So he wants to sort of. You're right. You know, if he draws a second shot, he's like, well, I'm on the draw
He's gotta
now.
give this a chance.
It's 1 of 3 games.
Hurry, mate. It's close. What a shot.
Who does
What
that?
a shot. And even commentators curse, guys. I called it. I saw it.
I think it's really clever that he's put his 2 blocks in first.
He's just a bloody gun.
No, he's gonna block the forehand and the backhand with my first 2 bowls. Be 2 down after that and just draw a back nut because I can.
That's, yeah, you know, just bluff him.
Oh, he's done it. He bluffed. He had me bluffed. What a great shot there from Ian Ogilvy. Brilliant ball
Daniel
under
got in
pressure.
reply.
But he knows he's got last bowl. Here we go. If he finishes wide and short, this isn't horrible because he gives himself an opportunity with his last one. On his forehand. Needs to clear the front. He's watching it. He's stalking this one.
Oh,
No way.
the crowd said it all.
That was an incredibly
Tell
great
me.
shot, but I think he is still down.
Oh, if he's down, that's absolutely ridiculous.
I think the reaction of Terry and Marcus, who were watching at the end of the mat, may have given it away. That
I'm not capable of
setting
being an
one down
unbiased
right now.
commentator, I'm afraid.
As they would say in Cracker Jack, let's do it for Stan.
What a great movie.
Don't let him get away with this.
Okay, here we go. It is a great movie.
Yeah,
actually.
what? See, Ian's in a bit of a pickle here.
Well, he's got... The problem is, any shot that Daniel plays is probably going to be for 2, not the 1.
Yep.
So what do you do? How often, is a block something that you want to do in this situation? Because you also don't want to make the shot easier for Daniel.
On his backhand again.
Here we go.
I
Just
think he is playing the block.
blocking. Fair
Yep.
enough. I think that's a really valid shot to play.
Shot, mate. Very good.
Here we go.
Well, there's no emotion there, and he's
Oh, there was emotion. He
Yeah,
smiled.
yeah.
I saw a smile. Cracked a grin.
Gee, stranger things have happened.
Finding this very stressful. As we see Daniel, we'll be able to tell by the crowd if it's a good bowl or not.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say he's
Pretty
from a
much
game
everyone
down.
in the hall is watching one game.
So if he kills it here, it's 3, isn't it? So he kills not
Yes.
even an option because on the 4th bowl
That's
it's a 3,
correct.
so he'll be 4 down last end,
Yep.
which is not much fun.
No.
Because he's got a mean. Daniel's probably got one of the best setups in the New Zealand team, I would say. I've seen him play some ones that would just boggle your mind.
Well,
Here we go. Good ball here from Daniel French.
I don't think he's overly.
He's going to stand up.
I don't think he's got a lot on. To be fair, I mean, I say that and he'll probably get the shot, but
Find something to hit.
I'm pretty confident.
Here we go.
Here we go. Another stand-up, guys, for those watching at home.
Don't you dare get in the way.
And Australia has won that game. And you can tell by the silence in the commentary box that Australia's won that game.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What a cracking last stand by both players.
That's accurate. Fair effort. I think that's probably all,
It just gives you an idea. I mean, I think we may even have a singles match on later in the test. If we don't, it would be...
We're just back now to the mixed fours.
as we see.
Fours in
Kyle playing the last
afternoon.
bowl of the end.
Yep.
That's one to come.
Oh, there's one to come.
Oh, great bowl there from Kyle.
Kyle, it's all happening here, guys. It's,
Is that momentum? It's momentum
marvellous.
in the Australians' favour.
oh yeah, we're cooking with gas.
I'm just grateful there's 2 more days of this to be
Yes.
going.
Oh, long way to go. Long way to go. We're just
5 rounds of bowls after this one. As we see, essentially the New Zealand team in this mixed fours is 12 down after 14 ends. It's about trying to get ends on the board now. If a countback situation arises in the next 2.
Yep.
And finish with some confidence because these guys have got another game to play this afternoon. So it's about just trying to score some points, see what happens, feel good for your next one.
Dave is
Dave's having a small
looking
meltdown.
incredulously at the head. We've got at least 3 there. Yeah.
As we see Simon Thomas on his forehand, looking 3 down. So I've enjoyed my commentary gig, Sean.
Oh, well, I thought that's been great.
That's okay. Good effort there from Simon, not to
Still a
be.
couple down.
So it is just about trying to score ends now. We've played 15 ends, there's 3 ends to go. I'll just tick it over.
2 to Australia.
Think about what they need to do slightly different next time.
It's 19 to 5 to Australia after 15 ends. So there's 3 to go.
Okay, score update. So men's singles is all over, as we know, so that's Australia. Ladies singles was all over to New Zealand. The men's fours, New Zealand 11, Australia 18 after 13 ends.
Shane Cashell's just played a bomb.
Is he skipping the men's
Skipping
four?
the men's fours, correct? Sorry, Dave.
And
Go
the
ahead.
ladies fours, New Zealand 13, Australia 15 after 14. So that one's still close.
One's close.
Is that his usual position,
Thank you,
Shane?
Sarge.
In
Mr. Sargent
yes,
running the
generally
running the
yes.
scores for us.
Yeah. He is a skipper, but
Well,
I mean he's good at anything really.
I remember watching him play the international in 2019. I think it was two in the triples and
Yes.
somewhere else.
Yeah, that was his first series.
Did he play
He trialled
for,
incredibly well when we trialled.
There was a man whose name I will tell you in a second. No, it's gone. He skipped the triple in 2019 and was two in the triples in 2015. Very good. Played great bowls.
Yep.
Played off one knee, dumped it a little bit.
Trying to think who it is.
He played two in the triples in 2015 in Tauranga, and was I think he skipped the triples in 2019 in Invercargill, and he might have played the men's pairs. Played the men's.
I'll think of it in a minute.
Yeah, he's not on this team.
I'll think of it in a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm not the Australian, so yeah.
No, thank you, Alex.
I'm begging you to know.
I will know, and someone at home may know it as well.
His last name's nearly coming to me, but it's just on the tip of my.
I have photos from Invercargill, so I'm going to.
Yeah, he played really well. He was off. I remember he played off one knee, but did dump it a little bit. It was a menace. He played great bowls.
We like menaces.
Yeah, New Zealand's not such a fan. As we see the captain of the Australian team, Julie, whatever it is, Zappa, on her forehand.
Zaporozhik?
Zaporozhik, yeah. Lovely green there. And these mats, they are just coming, it's just beautiful. You can take a beautiful green, chuck it out, it comes back. You figured out who it was yet, Sean?
The mat, I've just got it now.
Brilliant.
Darren Voss.
That's it, yeah, Vossi.
Yeah, and Luke Turner's also just told me, and we got to see Vossi at the Nationals last week. It was terrific to see him.
Yeah.
From Tasmania, not playing at the moment. He's not been in the best of health.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But he's a terrific guy, and
I just
sending him our best wishes if he's watching.
I recall watching him. The first Trans-Tasman I watched was 2015 in Tauranga. I assisted with that, and he was an absolute pain.
Yep.
That's how I would describe it.
The fella's a gun.
Always found him a very impressive under bowl to watch. So your best wishes out to him.
Not fond of flying, Vossi. Which is we were travelling over. It was a bit of hilarity for us, but not for him. As we see another good bowl
Good
here.
shot there for Michael Lawson.
Very good bowl.
That's what this is about now. It's fair to say the game's probably beyond. Without putting a. It's not entirely impossible, but it'd be unlikely for us to win this.
That's
at
exactly,
5-19 down. So it's about the players finding some confidence within themselves because they've got a game to play this afternoon. Just see if you can win the next 3 ends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good news, Alex. Mr. Whippy has just turned up outside.
I might warm up.
Ice cream shop.
I'd warm up if I had some.
Apparently they give you a milkshake, and by the time they've handed it to you, it's an ice cream.
Sounds accurate.
Things are going well when all they've got to talk about
That's
is the
all
weather.
we got. Fluff, that's all we got. I tell you what, he's absolutely. You can't get the smile off his face at the moment.
And I've got a bit of a moustache going at the moment. Like
early crazy. We've got a long way to go.
No, I'm not counting me chickens, mate. Don't worry.
He's scouted some of the
I'm
chickens.
just enjoying the. It's about the vibe. It's Marbo. It's just the vibe, really. Yeah, I'm enjoying the vibe.
As we see,
Got a grin like a Cheshire cat at the moment.
Do you guys have cheese rolls here?
Now, that was something I really enjoyed in Invercargill.
Cheese rolls are the best thing.
We don't really do cheese rolls.
Well,
We just do snags.
Okay, well, you could work on the cheese rolls.
And party pies.
Party pies, madness. That's
Good shot,
Carl. That's a summary. Great bowl there from Carl French. Just playing good shots.
It's just on fire.
I remember the other thing I used to like about Australia before you got rid of them, you used to have something called a Quattro biscuit.
What the hell is that?
It was a very nice biscuit, but they've been gone for a while. They were quite large, and they had caramel and almonds and chocolate, and just sort of. I think they were an Arnott's biscuit, maybe.
Okay.
I used to get them from Australia.
Clearly they were well liked.
Oh, so well liked that they've got rid of them. I'm not really gone. I used to enjoy. Quattro biscuit was a good time.
And for those viewers at home, who might remember 2019 better than I. They've only got one change on the men's side of things. We're talking about Darragh before, and Angus Young's come in for him. With the ladies, Anne Draffin is going to a wedding, so she's not playing this year. And Barbara Hill is also out, so Keisha has come in, and Annika van Leerop from New South Wales is the other debutante.
Is Blythe still playing indoor bowls?
All the Blythes still play.
David?
Yes, I played against David in the triples at the Nationals last week.
Most amazing delivery, as we were saying.
It's a privilege to watch. You know,
I would be damaged if I tried to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't get up.
Absolutely
off
brilliant.
The floor.
Like stretched out.
Yep. No, we managed to get on top of him, but can still bowl.
Yes, another one I recall from the 2015
Yes.
Trans-Tasman.
Yes. Yep.
I think he's played, had a long international career.
That he did. Is that one to Australia there? Just not wanting to rub it in. I was just
probably.
Curious. Yep.
The screen's frozen on the scoreboard. Sorry.
Keisha go first. The score is
Dave's contemplating his navel, I think.
there is points to Australia that have been scored. Remember, of course, that there's going to be are we having a lunch break? Oh, I've forgotten to put my watch on.
I'd imagine it would be.
That's gutted.
Yes, lunch break.
There's a lunch break shortly, because in Australia it is lunchtime.
So 1:30 start for
12:03.
the afternoon session.
Yep, yeah, and we'll be back live streaming for the afternoon session. So if you can't find it, just look everywhere. You know, it's at the Matt Black's live streaming site, but it'll also be shared onto the New Zealand Bowls Facebook page, the Bowls New Zealand Facebook page, the Australian Bias Bowls Council, the Ballarat Association, and wherever else you can find it.
It'll be everywhere.
It'll be somewhere, but you've probably got an hour to go away and have something to eat.
You can add me as a friend, and I'll have it on. So
that'll work. Yeah.
Yep.
Great bowls here, Keisha. I've been really
Keisha.
impressed with her bowls.
Yep,
you know.
she's done well.
Her first, I think probably her first 3 bowls were a bit nervy, which is fine.
Yeah,
and
to
then she's
be
just played
expected.
absolutely great bowls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she'll take a lot of confidence from that going into the rest of the.
Pleased with their
rest of the
debut, for sure.
And for the New Zealand team, it's not like they've played atrocious bowls. I don't think. They've just been that little bit outplayed, that 10%. You know, Kyle French has played exceptional bowls.
Yeah.
Saborizek's played exceptional bowls.
Yep.
So it's not the end of the world, and it is just about finishing strong. Great bowl there from Joy. So they'll just be looking to find some confidence. What a shot! How brave! You know, you chuck it right out to the edge. It's just about playing some shots in the last end or two, and going to lunch feeling like you're playing okay.
Yeah. Yep. So if Australia can get up in the men's fours and ladies fours, that'll be 4-1. Or is it 6 events we're doing at the moment?
6 events.
It'll be 5. 1, 2,
10-2, something like that. Is it 2 for a win and 1 for a
I
draw?
think it's 2 for a win, yeah. 10-2 would be 5 events, so it'd be 8 points to 2 going into lunch. Not counting them before we've got them, but
it has just occurred to me. I didn't have a chance to I had some energy drinks. I put them in my backpack. Now I hadn't had them in the fridge, and I was a bit concerned that they might not be cold enough for me to drink during the day. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be fine. There's not going to be an issue.
I saw a guy bring, I think they call them an esky, we call them a chili bun.
Chili bun.
A chili bun. Yeah.
I saw a guy bring one of them in to thaw some stuff out.
They're loving it here, guys. They are loving it.
The commentary team is spiralling. They're spiralling into
Come to Ballarat, they said, you'll love it.
a pit of despair with flying into.
So it is a different venue than what Mounties in Sydney is. You know?
For all the joking that we're doing, it's actually they've done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I'm just
I've got
cold.
a few shout outs. Ian, he's been top notch here. Ian from Ballarat.
Yep.
He's-
Ian Hedger.
We were
yes.
here last night setting up, and he was last to leave with us. So
Yep.
shout out to him.
They've
He's
done
been
a
top
great
notch.
job. It looks good. I enjoyed the choir here this morning.
Yes.
I thought that was a really nice touch.
That was great. Yeah.
So it's been brilliant. But at the end of the day, I'm cold, and we're not winning this game. So forgive me if my frustration shows itself in attacking the fine
on,
city
Zap.
of Ballarat.
Great effort, Zap. Very good effort.
Here we go.
And you can just see the tightness of their heads. It's a pleasure to watch, particularly when you're in front. But
Very cool. Close here from Michael Lawson. Gets back. That's what's been happening the entire time. That's a reasonably well played bowl, but it hasn't been as good as Australians' bowl. So.
no, it's a game of inches.
It's the penultimate end of this first game of the mixed fours this afternoon. What's happening? What are we? What are you covering? I'm not going to be commentating. What are you covering this afternoon?
I may not come back myself.
He's going to operate the
Well,
apparatus.
I don't have a choice, so I'll be here.
Mat 3, mixed pairs, mixed 6-bowl pairs. So we'll see Joy Archer back on this mat.
No,
No.
8 bowl,
Eight
isn't
bowls.
It's mixed 8 bowl, so we'll have
What
Paul,
mat is it?
Paul Smith
That'll
Mate
be
3.
and Cherie Holmes.
Cherie Holmes.
and against Ian Ogilvie and Fiona Pearson, the 2 Australian singles
I'm
players.
confused. No, I understand. Don't worry. That's the day.
That'll be Cherie and
Second day.
Paul. Was it Paul?
It is.
Paul Wright?
Paul Wright, yep.
Mixed 8-bowl
So
pairs.
that will be a good game.
Yeah, it's the mixed 8-bowl pairs you'll
Paul
be covering.
Smith and Cherie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be the 1:30 game.
I got there. As we see the people look at ahead. I sort of
We'll
looked away, to
cut
be honest.
to... Is it men's fours?
That's the ladies' fours there we see in the background, and the men's fours in the foreground. So on the right is the men's fours head, and the left is ladies' fours head. Pretty close
So you were rooming with
situation.
Jenny the last few days, Alex.
Yes, yeah,
Would
we
she
travelled.
be happy about her 3/4 pants today or not?
I think she probably is regretting her decision.
Could be Jenny in the background there.
I think
She could be heading down to Target this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Jenny will probably be regretting that call, given the fact that she was complaining about how cold it was last night, and I thought it was quite warm.
Right. Simon's about to play his bowl, so we'll head back.
Here we go, Simon Thomas on the backhand doing something. Needs it to hold. Great shot there. Good bowl. Lovely. So they're just looking to get some confidence.
Look, I don't think Simon's played all that bad, to be fair.
No, Kyle French has played exceptionally
He's just
well.
played, Kyle's just been exceptional.
Every time there's been half a chance, Kyle's taken it.
Yep.
And I think the reverse is probably true for the New Zealand team.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been a number of times where we've been probably half bowl out, and a few looser bowls. I think if you looked over the game, your heads have probably have had more opportunity to get good results on the Australian side because your heads have just been that little bit better than ours.
Yep.
So we probably have to play more perfect bowls than what the Australian team has had to do. But the heads have been tight and well contested. And
Absolutely.
here we go. Hit something. Because again, it's about trying to score. You want to score the ends.
Shane Cashell's just played a bomb in the men's fours. That's another into Australia, I'd say.
Well, there. I'm
And
so cold.
we're about to get a score update. The old boy Sarge is making his way over to
We
the
see
commentary team.
Simon Thomas on the forehand. Here we go. Big bowl here. Looking just to try and score the end. Hasn't managed that.
Okay.
Dave, tell us the good news. Only if it's good.
Just a couple of ticks, please, Dave.
If it's not good news, you can just be quiet.
I'll give you a score update just for the benefit of the Australian viewers.
Oh, that's great.
Men's fours, New Zealand 12, Australia 19. And that's after 15 ends.
Oh, still a few to go.
And the ladies fours, New Zealand 13, Australia 20. So
Ooh,
they'll-
pulled away
it
again.
was 13-15, so Australia's stretched that out. And that's after 16 ends, so she's all looking good for the Aussies early on in the test match.
Just give them enough rope.
Chin
Won't
up, chin up, guys.
I won't finish that. I won't finish what I was going to
To be
say.
fair, We're pretty comfortable
Yeah.
with the position.
If you give someone
we
enough
had a
rope,
goal of getting one this morning as a starter, and
work your way up from
we'll
there.
just work from there and just roll over the top like good stayers.
Just do it for the sandwiches, Dave.
Sandwiches.
Yes.
While we're on sandwiches, just quickly, because, whatever. I was in Greymouth once, Sean,
Yes.
on a tour
Were you?
for the North Island team, and I was hungry, and it was the end of the tour night, and I had a sandwich that I thought was just a nice ham sandwich with a bit of white bread.
I can see where this is going.
Do you know what it was? It was a ham and kiwi fruit sandwich,
That sounds positively
and they were so
awful.
pleased with themselves. Did you enjoy the ham and kiwi fruit sandwich? And I said, no. And then I got in trouble. I got fined for that.
It's, you'd rather have ham and green tomato pickle or something
Ham and
like
anything.
that.
Ham and
Yes.
kiwi fruit is madness. And apparently it's a common thing that they do in the South Island.
Okay.
Crazy. Stick to the cheese rolls is what I say.
Now, tell me this, Alex. You'll know. You're a font of knowledge.
Possibly.
How come Grant Lamy is not in this test team?
He's taken a break.
Sabbatical?
A break, yeah. He's had another child.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
to Grant.
so that's fair enough. So he didn't play a Nationals this year either. So I believe he hasn't. It's not a permanent retirement, but he's taken a break as Grant Lamy.
And Luke Turner was asking.
He's,
So there's your answer, Luke.
our most successful bowler is Grant. I think he's on 15 or 16 national titles now.
It's pretty
which is,
incredible. Yeah.
Not a bad effort.
Good bowl there by Suzanne.
And I believe that Ashley Diamond, who's another one of our
Yep.
successful ones, was unavailable for this test
Yep.
series.
What a shot, Julie.
Oh,
Oh, Julie. What a bowler.
I mean,
wow.
Have a look at that on the big screen. Dave's going for a walk.
He may have broken the microphone in the process.
He's seen enough.
I've got nothing to say.
Yeah.
What a shot there from Julie.
That's a corker.
Ah, goodness.
How are they going to get shot here? Alex, any ideas?
Swerve drive. You can't even do them on the international mats. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll use this as an opportunity to inform the captive audience about why we invented the penalty for the kill rule. I was reading up on my indoor bowls history. So on the domestic game for New Zealand, we didn't used to have a penalty for the kill. It just used to, you'd kill us on the end, it would just be replayed. And then people decided that was quite good. If you're down, you could just kill it and replay the end, a bit like you do in outdoor bowls. So they invented the kill rule to dissuade people from killing it because you have a bad head.
Okay. Yep.
Was the reasoning. And there was a lot of debate about it because they thought it was unfair. And what triggered that is if Julie had killed that, it would have been an unlucky bowl, right?
Yep.
Because her intent was to draw the jack. If the jack had fallen off, that was unlucky. There was the argument that if you were unlucky to kill it, you shouldn't be penalised.
Right.
So the lawmakers there was a lot of back and forth about the reason behind a kill rule, and in the end they felt like they had unfairly penalised people because other people were taking the mickey out of the sport.
Okay. Now I've got an interesting question for you.
Yes.
Do the Kiwis play? It's sometimes referred to as the wobbler or
Yep.
the snake.
We put a wobble on, and we can put a cant on the bowl as well. So it's put spin on the bowl, eh? Yeah, we call that like a swerve drive.
Swerve drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can't do it with. I discovered you can do it with draw weight on your mat.
Yes. Yes.
You can't really do it with draw weight on our mats. It's much
Okay.
harder. So you can play a run shot or a drive shot with the swerve.
Yep.
Put a bit of spin on it.
Okay.
But on your international mat, it would be more of a draw.
Yep.
So yeah, we can do it.
Yep.
Daniel French can play one. I've been corrupting all the people by teaching them how to play it.
Yep. I can't. I've tried.
I'll show you.
I'm no good.
Remind me before the end of the 3 days.
Yes.
It's literally you can throw it like a frisbee.
Yeah. Right.
Have the bias up and chuck it like a frisbee out on
Wow.
your forehand
Okay.
side, and the bowl will bite back in. Bit of spin.
So yeah, if you've got any questions, just feel free to send them through.
Yeah.
We're happy to answer them.
Just ramble on. But not the next game because I'm not.
You're
I'm
gonna take a
temporarily
break.
retiring. I'll do a Grant Lamy and temporarily retire from the commentary.
Fair
Can
enough.
get done. as we see one bowl each to go. So yeah, we're pausing for lunch after this. Come back, have a nosy, and watch the mixed 8 bowl pairs.
So that'll be at 1:30 Australian time, or Victorian time, and 3:30 in New Zealand. So please do tune in.
Thanks.
And even if you are at work, just tune in anyway.
Just watch it, it's more fun.
Yeah.
And that's that. So congratulations to the Australian team there for their win in the mixed fours in the first round. Keep your eyes peeled for results on all the Facebook pages. After this round's completed, I believe the AIBBC or whatever it's called will put the results up, and I'll share it across onto the New Zealand Boss Facebook page. But I'm checking out now. I don't know what you guys want to do.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you, Fluffy.
We'll see you soon.